Happy lawyer/finale Friday, everybody. Hi, welcome to the finale and the last Lawyer Friday for Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, the video game. I will beat it today, and it is going to be totally awesome. I can't wait to do something important. I don't know, but we're gonna get that guy in jail. That's what we're gonna do, and it's gonna be great. Hi, pre-stream chatters. Hello, VOD heads. How is it going? I hope you're ready to watch me totally own the rest of this case. Awesome style. Hi, I don't know who that is. If you want to look at wiggling, you can look at Adriana's new wiggly emo, which is very good, by the way. I like it a lot. It's like Marnie, the dog. You know that little dog? That funny little dog? Yeah, I like that dog. It is time. You know what else it is time for? A whole bunch of drinking. First things first, drink for Lawyer Friday. That one takes priority. In the hierarchy, the chain of commands, Lawyer Friday always is at the tippy top of the iceberg. And I even got Sky Vodka this time for the full finale experience. You know, this is a special occasion. I'm willing to spend like $8 more at the liquor store just to really enhance the overall experience. I think that's reasonable. I think that's reasonable enough. So cheers to the first drink of the night of many. Here we go. That's good. Kate, who are you arresting? I'm not arresting anybody. I'm not a cop. Secondly, let's drink for the finale. It's finale day after all, which means it's also deserving of a drink. So let's go ahead and do that too. Oh yeah, here we go. I miss that nice, clear, smooth taste of Sky Vodka. It's like Smirnoff, but I don't like it as much. Well, I don't like the Smirnoff. I do like the Sky Vodka more. I don't like the Smirnoff as... You know what I'm talking about. HackMetal53, thank you for the Prime. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I even have the cool Baby Yoda cup for the full experience. After this one, Baby Yoda's going to go on the shelf for a little bit, so... This is a very important last finale case that we're going to be doing together. It's going to be great. Cheers! Great. That's just great. How did you like the investigation through time? I thought it was very weird, and I'm still doing it. I'm only like halfway done. Or something like that. I have like one more in the past and then like all of them in the future, I think. So we got to do all of those. And that's going to be that. It's going to be great. Now we just got to do a bunch of drinks because I got to do a bunch of drinks. All 4 of them. And I will do that as soon as I make this tweet saying that I am live playing this video game right here for you. And all of the people who are going to see it. Also, I'm going to make a post on my Discord community server. There it is. Now everybody sees it. Everybody knows. Awesome. No way you're finishing? Why not? It's right there, dude. It's like I'm right there at the end. I can just, like, do it. I can just send the guy to jail. All right. And we're totally going to find Trucy's mom, and she and Trucy are going to reunite, and it's going to be so beautiful. It's going to be great. I promise you. Hi, hacker. WeegeeTheGod, I'm sending you a photo right now. Please look at it. Okay, I can do that. Excuse me. I do have a drink in my hand, so let me take that drink, and then I'll look at it right now. Okay. I have a photo. Yo! That's a pretty ass cake. That is a fantastic looking cake, hacker. I am so proud of you. God, I wish I had that. Very nice. Very, very good. It's yellow and pink. Well, it's like kind of an off-white yellow. Looks kind of yellow. It's pink and it's got sprinkles. And it's got little flower designs. It's very great, chat. It's very, very cute. I like it a lot. Good job. Felix the Brute, thank you for the Prime. Thank you very much. They should let Prime subs auto-renew. That would be nice. That would make me way more money because people would forget to just un-auto-renew. That would be nice. I missed the stream yesterday. Oh no, I have to catch IP. You do have to do that. It was very important. I warned people yesterday. They're going to come to this stream and be like, I don't know what's happening. I didn't watch yesterday. I'm going to say, well, I told you so. You should have watched yesterday. I told you it was important. I told everybody it was important. But it's okay, you know, the VOD's still gonna be here. Or I might even be here. I'm not sure how long this is actually gonna take. It might take like 7 hours, like a Danganronpa case or something like that. Or a trial, I guess. But you know what I mean. Let's hope not. Those are some dark days. Can you believe that I streamed like all of the trials in one sitting in that fucking franchise? How did I do that? I look back in that and I'm like, damn, dude. How? What is wrong with me? I don't understand. It was a crazy time. It was a fun time, though. It really was. Let's just never, ever, ever, ever do it again. That's all I'm asking. All right. We need to do a couple more drinks, and then we're officially ready. Yes, Adriana Wiggly is new, and it's very cute, and I like it. Oh, speaking of new emotes, by the way, I got some of mine in from my artist, and we're waiting on more, and some slight adjustments need to be made, but they're looking really, really good right now. That's all I'll say. Sneak peek? Nah, you're just gonna have to wait, sorry. But I did show Hacker and Adriana. So aside from my artist and me and those two, that's it. That's the entire world that gets to see them so far. They're looking really good. I am really, really satisfied with how they're turning out. Ooh, I can't wait. They're gonna be great. Just wait a little bit longer, and the animated emotes are gonna come at some point in the future. Probably after definitely after the ones that I add that are just PNGs. I can guarantee you that. Chat, if you pay me $1,000, I'll leak them. What the hell is that supposed to mean, Adriana? You know, if you pay me $999, I'll leak them myself. How about that? There you go. There's my sales pitch to you. Fine. I feel like I'm kind of backed into a corner and I don't have an option here. So there you go. I'm just kidding, chat. Nah, I'm not. I do have 9 emotes, so we can do like $111 per sneak peek. I feel like that's fair, right? I think so. Let's go ahead and go with that. If there is no Edgeworth emote or Phoenix, I will riot. Those are not cute girls. For the love of God, how many times do I have to restate the very simple rule? It has to be a cute anime girl. That's it. That's literally all it is. But people somehow, some people, just conveniently forget all the time. Sorry. It's just everyone says this to me, and I thought I made myself clear, but apparently not. Okay. One more drink and then I'm actually gonna play it for serious. I'm real. I'm real about it this time. So let's do it. To the final cheers before I do the game. All right. That's just great. Grant Ego 93, thank you so much for the Prime. Happy Lawyer Friday. Happy Lawyer Friday to you and to all. And Finale Friday. It's both of those things. It can be both, and that's incredible. You love to see it. Now then, Turnabout Succession Mason System. Yes, get me in there. Back to the Digiverse. So, what exactly was I doing? The Borscht Bowl Club, Solitary Cell 13. Didn't I go here already? Didn't I go here already? Yeah, I totally did. How's about... I know we have one more of these that we haven't done. Yeah, the Detention Center. I think we have one Magatama that we haven't done, so I feel like that's gonna be a good place to start, right? Surely. Surely. Let's do that really fast. And then all of the past will be done. I mean, it's not like we could take evidence from the future and then use it in the past anyway, so that wouldn't even work. I definitely have all of the tools at my disposal to crack this psych lock. I know it. I got stamps, I got fingernail polish, I have Mr. Hat. Like, I'm good. Let's rock and roll, baby. I'm ready for this. Camerson, thank you for the 100 bits. I heard from last stream that you may not play the Edgeworth Investigation spinoffs, and I'm here to tell you that they're really good. You should play them, and they have a whole lot of dick. Now listen, I do love Edgeworth, and I do love dick, and I love those two things together. And I'm sure the games are good, but I don't know. It's bottom priority for Ace Attorney games that I'm trying to play at current. Maybe one day. Maybe, I mean, again, I'm sure I'd probably get a kick out of them, but Not right now. Not in the near future, I will say. Okay, let me turn the game down just a little bit more. There we go. That's a little bit better. So, the trick up his sleeve. We attempted that. No, we already got one of the locks off. I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. There must be a path leading from the evidence to the truth. To the trucy. And that's what I'm going to find. That's what I do. To ask someone to take a life, even one not long for this world, that's asking someone to commit murder, you know. Yes, our mentor was fond of dramatic moves and dramatic finales, just like me. And he got his wish. His life was taken. What weaknesses... what weakness could be so powerful as to coerce someone into committing a murder? My guess is it was a matter of life or death. Care to explain? Your troop lived in a world of showmanship, the flashier the better. And flashy so often means danger, doesn't it? The pistol. Let us make this as painless as possible. If you have any proof of this danger, please show it to me. But didn't I already do this? Just go for it. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, why, that's one of our... Yeah, no, I did do this already, didn't I? I totally did. Evil Master Sean, thank you very much for gifting a Tier 1 sub. Holy moly. Grant Ego 93, thank you very much for gifting 5 Tier 1 subs. Thank you, thank you. Thank you times 5. A single bullet, one shot. What are you suggesting? We are magicians, Mr. Right, not murderers. I'm not crying murder, Mr. Valen, even though, I mean, one of you definitely did it, so I kind of am crying that. I'm crying something far more tragic, an accident. Yeah, we definitely did that. I thought this one had 5 Cyclocks, though. I guess not. I guess I was just wrong. Okay, how long has it been since those shots were last heard? Was the shoot 'em canceled because someone might get hurt? Of course, that's why we canceled it. What if someone was already hurt? Fascinating, my Faustine forging friend. I still don't even know what that word means. I'm too stupid. But tell me, what can you prove with a single pistol? Well, tell me what would have happened if there had been an accident. What if one of your bullets took a life on stage? The performance of magic is not concerned with what-ifs. Well, you took it away because what if somebody got hurt and there was an accident? That would be tragic. Concerned with precision. Precisely whom do you claim we shot? Looks like I've chosen the right path. Let's just hope he walks it with me. A life was sacrificed so that the show might go on, and this shows who it was. J-Man Plays Games, thank you for the Prime 30 months. Golly, that's a lot. Faustian, adjective relating to or resembling Faust, a German astronomer and necromancer. What? Reputed to have sold his soul to the devil. Holy shit, that's hardcore. That's pretty intense. So, what is this thing? A life was sacrificed so the show might go on, and this shows who it was. It's not, in a roundabout way, no, that's not even what we're talking about, so there's no weaseling my way. Was it Mr. Hat? Did Mr. Hat do it? Probably. We'll keep that on the back burner for now. Diary, that's Magnifie's diary, Trucy's locket. This is the one with Mom inside, right? Yeah, she died. She got in the accident. That's what we're talking about right now, right? Transferal of rights, nail polish, commemorative stamp. I don't think that's important right now, but yeah, let's go ahead and do this one. This might show, but that's, yes, Zach Gramarye's wife and Trucy's mom. Thalassa, I believe, was her name. Ah! Alakazog! But how can you say this? Did I make it this far last time? I swear I didn't get this far last time. How can you say she was struck by one of our bullets? Well, it kind of seemed like the only option that I had when presenting evidence to you just now, so it kind of was a lucky guess. But also she's totally shot to death. Still in denial mode, eh? Thalassa was at the greatest risk of being shot, and this clearly shows just how much danger she was in. Because the gun was pointed at her, probably. Because Mr. Hat wasn't there to save her, probably. Because her nails were bad. She didn't even have the polish on in which to deflect the bullets. The stamp, it shows her in the middle. That means, because he was shooting him, and so she was in the middle. Sent from the real client, touch the check button for details. I can't even really do that, but, is this good enough? She was in the middle in this commemorative stamp, which means that she was at greater risk of being shot than anybody else. Troop Gramarye's performances were very, very popular. So popular, they even made a commemorative stamp at the height of your fame, even. We were not merely the latest craze, we were an age, a golden age. It's all right here on this stamp. I see, that's why I presented it to you. There's Thalassa, yes? Trucy's mom is missing, I hear. What happened to her? Did she get shot? I don't know. Okay. Yo, what's up, Dave? Hello. Kate still hasn't seen my professional illustration of the true culprit. Well, after this, I think we can change that. A part of his memory is still locked up. There is one thing you're failing to address. What? As you say, our troop was a world unto itself. If our leader, Magnifi, was so inclined, he could hide anything he wished with ease. But, Mr. Wright, then he would have hid a crime, making him an accomplice. Not a great foundation for blackmail. Valance got a point. If one of the troop's members died in an accident and Magnifi covered it up, his innocence would come into question. Found the right address, Mr. Wright? I'm so close. There has to be something about how Thalassa's death could affect Zack and Valance's relationship with Magnifi. I see in your eyes you still have something to say. How can you possibly prove more than you already have? I'll prove why Thalassa's accident tied your hands so completely. With evidence, with a person. Thank you, Klobsterol, for the 1,000 biddies. Thank you. Well, you know, I'll prove why Thalassa's accident tied you. Dude, I legitimately don't know. And it makes me feel kind of stupid right now. With a person. I bet it had something to do with this cocksucker right here. I bet you that much. Maybe Trucy did do it. Maybe Trucy, like, shoved her in the magic hat, and it was like a Five Nights at Freddy's situation where she got caught up in the gears, and now Mr. Hat is, like, infected with the ghost of Thalassa. Did you ever think of it like that? That's a very real possibility, and I won't hear otherwise. Apollo's only a 15-year-old boy. He's such a baby. Such a little guy. Jeez. Oh, well, it can't be you, and it's not gonna be Zack or Valant, right? So no. Cross these guys off, too. Trucy probably didn't fucking do it. No. Meekins, no. No and no. I mean, could I present her, Trucy's mother, and the daughter of Magnifi Gramarye, whereabouts currently unknown? So she played a part in it, is the guess. What other evidence do I have? Hang on. This is really important, dude. I need all of this help. It's the finale. It's gonna be really hard. Oh, I just hope I actually have the evidence. I don't even know if I have the... I have to. I'm in the past, for crying out loud. So everything I need is here. So I can do this. No ifs, ands, or buts. Now, what are we... I'll prove why Thalassa's accident tied your hands so completely. It's not this, it's not... I mean, could it be something about the notebook page, or... Fate's Clock will make me... No, that's not relevant right now. We're talking about, like, a long time ago, even. Like, 7 years ago from now, which was, like, 7 years ago. Thank you, Klobsterroll, for the 100 bits background music a little loud. Okay, sorry. There we go. I turned it down a little bit. Actually, wait, no. When did she go missing? How long has that been a thing? Whereabouts currently unknown. But for how long? But when? I need a timetable here. It's not the small syringe. It's not the letter. It's not the letter to. Stage pistol. The diary. Dude, I don't know. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say, if I'm being given the opportunity to present that it is a person or evidence, it kind of leads me to believe that it might be a person. And I don't think it's going to be anyone but it could be Trucy. Somehow, some weird way. It's going to take a little knowledge of the players to crack this one. The accidental death of Zack's wife tied both your hands, and this information proves why Magnifi held so much power over you. Okay, maybe I chose incorrectly. This information proves why Magnifi held so much power over you? Does he know the whereabouts of Thalassa Gramarye? I'm just going out on a limb. I doubt it's anyone here. Trucy's my second best guess. This one's my first best guess. And these two, I mean, obviously not, no. Yes, that one. It wasn't a question of who shot Thalassa. Thalassa herself was the problem. What do you mean? She was Zach Gramarye's wife, Trucy's mom, and Magnify Gramarye's only daughter. Did I know that? I wasn't sure if I knew that. Wait, what? Did Trucy say that Magnify was grandpa? Yes? Okay, I'll take your word for it. There was a terrible accident. There sure fucking was. Okay, how's about I just go ahead and take it? They've been saying accidents and tragedies this entire time, so I might as well go ahead and make good on that. Yes, with context clues. Did they ever outright say it? I'm totally blanking right. I don't, I did not remember that. Woo, let's go process of elimination, baby. I did it. It was explicitly said last night. That was a long time ago. So you have to understand that. There was a terrible accident, and the two of you killed your mentor's only daughter, which is bad. If that wasn't the key to Magnify's power over you, I don't know what was. Well, then what the... Hang on. Not to be all pedantic here or anything, but then shouldn't it's Trucy's mother and the daughter of Magnify Gramarye whereabouts currently unknown? So... I feel like this could be a little bit more descriptive to, like, I still want to know, like, when she disappeared and a few other things, but yeah, I guess, I mean, it does say it right there after all. I don't know. It's fine. I'm just bad at the game, as we all know. It was an accident! Oh, there they go. How'd he get these into prison? I know he's a magician and all, but goddamn. Unlock successful. There it is. Wow. Blackmail. Tell me about that, but actually, there's no proof, none at all! Then what are you scared about? Then Magnify doesn't have any power over you. Can you just be honest? We should see a new Cyclock right now just for him saying this nonsense. But Thalassa went missing, and your mother blackmailed both of his disciples. Your mentor blackmailed. I got mom on the brain because of the whole Trucy thing going on. It doesn't take a genius to put one and one together. Ours was a complex family. You mean Troop Gramarye? The Master Magnify Gramarye, his only daughter, and his two disciples. That does sound like a recipe for disaster, don't it? I mean, obviously, here we are now. Do not be tempted into faulty flights of fancy. Yes, there was an accident, I know. But that is all it was, I swear! I didn't give the lion pepper at all. It was an accident. Zach and Valen's tour de force. The guns blaze, the bullets fly straight toward that beautiful body on stage. Okay, keep it in your pants, dude. And then crash, zing, pow, and into everything but her. Now that is magic. It happened one day when we were practicing. Same trick with a new twist. There was pepper on the bullet and tragedy. Oh, of course. Of course there's gonna be it was tragic. It was a tragic accident. But I will drink for it, though. It was such a big, awful tragedy. Man. If anyone ever talks about magic in the Ace Attorney universe, do a 360 and walk away. It is not worth getting involved. I swear to God, dude, it's just not worth it. Do something else. Get a new job. But as for whose bullet stole Thalassa's life, we shall never know the answer. Thalassa disappeared from our lives and Zach was bereft of his wife. Trucy lost her mom, and Magnify his daughter. Well, where's the body, bro? What did you do? Feed it to a lion? And that led to blackmail, I take it. It is all part and parcel of the darkness that comes when the curtain falls. Tell me about the darkness. Why did Magnify Gramarye try to cover up the accident, It was his own daughter who died. It's kind of fucked up. All I can say is it was a critical time for Troop Gramarye, a passing of the torch from Magnify to Zach and Valent. We all sacrificed so that it might be a success. Thalassa's death was the greatest sacrifice of all. Yeah, I don't think she would feel the same way about it. Dude, she's totally alive. Let's cut the crap. We know she's alive somewhere. Even when her life was extinguished, her presence was not. She's a ghost. What do you mean? In time, we, myself and Zach, found we could no longer oppose Magnafy's wishes. Magnafy forced us to perform his art for his benefit. I see. I guess I can understand. I mean, he did lose his only daughter. But do you not find cowardice in his actions? What? To decide to hide the truth of your own daughter's death is one thing. Bro, you were on stage. You could just, I mean, if you feel that bad about it, you could do something, you know? But then to hang that death as a guillotine above our heads? Things were dark behind the scenes in Troop Grammary, that's for sure. Does Trucy know? Dude, she's like 8, of course not. She was not told, naturally. Who would want to know that their father might have taken their mother's life? Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's pretty true. True, and that's pretty true. I had not thought of that accident for a very long time. I'm sorry to dredge up old memories, but this has helped a lot. So thanks for finally spitting it out. Not to find Magnafy's slayer, I should think. True, yeah, that's pretty true. Hi, Scuzz, also. Godric was kind of a wash. Godric, way easier than Margit, IMO. What? After that accident, there was one who came sniffing quite persistently, a reporter. He called himself a newsman at the time. Often I spied him lurking about the dressing room doing his research. He did do it! Oh, I know he did it somehow. Would you happen to remember his name? What was his name? Bro, who do you think it was? Are you kidding me? It was Lotta Hart, obviously. What a stupid question, Phoenix. But in the course of his interviewing, he became quite close to my partner, Zach. I liked him not. That's understandable. His name, I don't know, but his scent, the cloying aroma of mint. He just smelled so good. Yes, whenever he smiled, which was far too often. I see. Thanks for your help. It does no good to interfere with the past, Mr. Wright. Well, that's ironic. You will not uncover answers, only wounds. I'm sorry. Okay, bye. I had begun to notice a dark curtain hanging over Troop Grammary. It was very dark, and I began to realize what I had to do. I had to protect Trucy from that darkness. The reporter he mentioned, the newsman. I never learned who that was at the time. Though I've got a pretty good idea who it is now. That smile and the sickly sweet smell of mint, the last floss, thin thread connecting Zach Grammary to this world. Sooner or later, I'd have to track him down. Okay, let's find the smelly man. You know, that's actually a smelly drink. It's not a smelly girl drink, and it's not like a BO smelly girl drink, which is kind of different from the typical smelly drinks, but it is appropriate because we're talking about the smells. There we fucking go, dude. It's about time. We could take it from the top at the Borscht Bowl Club. Was there a psych lock that I didn't do here? I don't remember. We could check it out. Okay, let's see the true culprit. Oh my god. There he is. Holy shit. I can't believe it. It was him the whole time? That does explain a lot, actually. I'm gonna add that one to my my person profile, just to make sure I have that down. Okay, do I have a Magatama? I do have a Magatama. The Grammary Secret? Is this even a thing that I can do right now? Did I attempt to do this last time? I really don't remember. I am not so sure. The Grammary Secret! I have to know more about this power of Trucy's. It's like she can see right into people's minds. The first time I saw her do it, it blew me away. And after you were done having your mind blown, you took her to play cards with you. Gotta use the resources at hand. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Trucy does. You know what? I definitely already tried this, so maybe I should stop, and then I will go, like, to the other places, and then I'll come back. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. I might not even have... Let's just go get all of the information first, and then we can start fucking with Cyclops a little bit more. End the research. End it. Get rid of it now. To Drew Studio. Let's go back. Let's go back. Why not? Present day Drew Studio. Well, what do we have here? Remember me? Of course I remember you, journalist meets ex-attorney in bar, end quote. Can I ask what you're doing here? Mr. Mysham was poisoned and his daughters. Oh yes, I know. Oh, how I know, yes. It's caused me no end of grief, to be honest. Journalist wishes he'd track down case just a little quicker, end quote. Were you on the trail of this case the whole time? Zach Gramarye was a good friend. Zach said something to that effect back at the Borscht Bowl Club. What a character, what a man. If a little, no, a lot, no, extremely rough around the edges. Do you think I could ask you a few questions? Oh, you serious? I mean, I'm usually the interviewer, not the interviewee. I hate his eyeballs so much. I just hate everything about him so much. You have no idea, dude. Journalist asks questions, not other way around, end quote. Okay. Fine, shoot, I don't care. People have been asking me all sorts of things lately. Okay, how about we talk about the family of forgers? It was tragic what happened to Drew Mysham and his daughter. Sure was. Forgery is a serious crime, and they paid the price. You know what really did them in, though, don't you? Yes, a forged diary page. The night I interviewed him, I found out something about Mr. Mysham I hadn't known. What? You know, he always felt like he was being watched. Every day for 7 years, walls have ears, potatoes have eyes, end quote. He's being gang-stalked, being watched. You mean he felt guilty? No, I'm talking about feelings here. I see. Toxic Eternity, thank you very much for rating with the big raid. Thank you very much. We're on the final part of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. So, be warned, if you care about this series or franchise in any way, shape, or form, unfortunately, it's time to go watch a different stream, because this is the end. It's the finale of the whole darn thing. But thank you, though, and I hope you stick around regardless. Actually, I don't care how you feel. Just boost my numbers anyway. Follow me at least. Prime, gifted, whatever you gotta do. Huh? You know, I felt watched, too, the whole time I've been on this case, no less. Journalist gets tingling sensation on back of neck, freaks out, end quote. Because you felt guilty? Why would I feel guilty? I didn't kill anybody or poison anybody, ha ha ha, totally not. It felt like you were being watched, huh? I wonder what it all means. Hi Smith also, hello. Tell me about the paranoia that you suffer from every day of your life. Drew Mysham felt like he was being watched. You did just say that, and you along with them. You sure it wasn't just nerves? Nerves? No, it's nothing so mundane. I stopped paying attention to my nerves a long time ago, but I felt it too. Journalist sure he is being watched, end quote. Don't you wonder why Zach Gramarye got rubbed out after 7 years? Oh, I don't like the way you phrase it, but yeah, it's kind of weird. Right after coming into contact with me? Huh, he's got a point. Ben Buff 91, thank you for the prime, thank you. He completely vanishes from that courtroom. Then, for 7 years, he talks to no one, not a soul. That is kind of sus. Then, just as the remaining time was almost up, he contacts me in order to have this made. And then, he dies. Starting to put the pieces together, are we? And you were being watched this whole time? Maybe not just me, maybe you were too. Me? I don't know. Maybe. I met Zach through that case, actually. You mean the shooting of Magnifique Gramarye? No, before that. It's not widely known. You mean the accident during the quick draw shoot 'em practice? So how did he kill her? My, you're well informed. Thanks, I learned about it 7 years ago. You should have seen me back then. I dug up quite the scoop. I wanted it all. Money, fame, women, a little puppy, all for me. I was younger then, and my days and nights smelled of fresher mint than they do now. Not a weird thing to say as a human being. Valiant Gramarye did mention one particularly nosy reporter. He couldn't remember the name, though, but I remember the smell that he mentioned, and it's right in front of me. In fact, I was on close speaking terms with Magnifique Gramarye at the time. I knew his daughter, too, of course. Thalassa, was it? Really? Then Thalassa disappeared, quite suddenly at that, and Magnifique wouldn't say a word about it. Yeah, my evil habit got the better of me. Stop it. I hate you. God, I hate you. Journalist catches scent of a scoop, goes on feeding frenzy, end quote. I set up a one-on-one interview with Thalassa's husband, see? Zach Gramarye, yes, that's still him. Something strange was in the air over at Troop Gramarye in those days. Yeah, someone died and disappeared. I'm sure they were under a lot of stress. The whole screwy mentor controlling disciples seemed started by then, I'm guessing. Thalassa, she was part of it all, right? Come on, you can tell me, off the record. Sorry, I don't know. Anyway, I kept prying and eventually became friends with Zach. Sure, he punched me once or twice or 5 times. Okay, well maybe Zach's not that bad then. But over time, he came to see me as his confidant. Like Persona. He's been waiting this whole time, 7 years, eh? Waiting. For his big comeback, of course. A big revival of the Magnifi Miracle. Of course, it was all a dream. Because of this. The performance rights. Right. In the absence of any official documents, he was golden. Who's to say the old man didn't give his rights to both Zach and Valant? I don't know. If only he had a good lawyer at the time. So Valant waited until Zach died, legally at least. The time finally comes, and Valant's like a kid on Christmas morning. He's getting ready for his show at the Sunshine Coliseum right now, you know. If that document sees the legal light of day, it's going to put a bit of a damper on the big show. He's a sorry one, that Valant Grammary. Lost out to his parents at work and in love too. Love? What? It's the same old story, really. 2 disciples and their mentor's only daughter. We can all clearly see where this is going. What is 3 sides and all of them pointy? A love triangle. That is pretty classic. Yep, it sure is, Phoenix. It sure is, Ace Attorney Phoenix. When you're in a performing troupe, that's your world. It's like family. Except you want to fuck one of them, which is kind of weird. One with an entire high school's worth of drama, intrigue, and backstabbing. And in the middle of all this, Thalassa has Trucy. And then she died. I need to find out more about this Thalassa. Yo, Trucy, I know you were pretty young, but it's time to delve deep into your psyche and mentally scar you even harder. Is there anything I need to, look at here? There's that thing. There's that red letter. Let's take a closer look at that desk. Snap, snap, snap. Yes, look at it. This envelope's from the client who requested that forgery. Just think, if that had gotten lost in the mail, I'd still be wearing my attorney's badge. Very sad. This frame looks even smaller sitting next to that photo. Just the right size for a commemorative stamp indeed. A commemorative stamp put there by a daughter that killed her father. Yeah, no, I was Phoenix, I remember. Sometimes life just sucks. You got that right. You got that. Where did he go? Oh my god, he's a wizard. He's all gone. We'll never find him again. Surely there's nothing I have to actually look at here. Do I have to present anything to you? What do you think about this, eh? Mr. Brushel, could you take a look at this? I hear you loud and clear, so... Want me to write an article on it? No, that's okay, I don't need an article. I was just wondering if you had any thoughts. I hear you! You want me to sniff around for a scoop? No. It's odorless! Okay. That was less than informative. It was a waste of my goddamn time. I guess I'm good for right now. Maybe I can, well, I still obviously have stuff to do here because it's not saying that I'm... Is it gonna say that I'm done? I'm backing out? No, Drew Studio is not complete. Let's go to the Sunshine Coliseum, and then maybe something else will happen. How about that? Okay. That's gonna be a good idea. Present-day Sunshine Coliseum. There he is, that son of a bitch. Well, this is a blast from the distant past. Long time no see, Mr. Valant. 7 years, has it been? Frankly, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Actually, I came because there's something I want to ask you. I've spoken to the press. I've nothing more to say. I've spoken to a lot of people myself and come to some conclusions. Thank you very much, BinBuff91, for the gifted Tier 1 sub. I have to blow my nose really fast. Excuse me. And thanks for your patience and consideration while I do this. Okay. That was a 9 out of 10 on the nose blow spectrum. It was pretty intense. I've spoken to a lot of people myself, come to some conclusions, but then I realized, you know what I realized? I needed to hear it from you. Okay, so let's do that. Magnifi Grammary, please. I have walked a difficult road these past 7 years because you couldn't perform Magnifi's repertoire. Do not be deceived. Valant's skill is the real deal. I do not require my mentor's hand-me-downs. No, it was my partner who slowed me on my way. Zach Grammary. His rather well-performed disappearing act 7 years ago was the end. Or so I thought. Zach Gramarye murdered our mentor and fled to escape punishment for his crime. You said something to that effect 7 years ago, didn't ya? I remember it as if it twere only yesterday. And it twere, basically. It was actually twas like 5 minutes ago when I was in the past, but that's a different story. Yet, that was not the way of it in the end. For a while, he vanished. The suspicions... Ayo, where is it? Hang on. Sorry, I should have had this at the ready. Heyo, suspicious. That's crazy. Let's go ahead and take 2 drinks. One for the first suspicious of the night, and also just because it's such a funny word. So cheers, everybody. Oh, that's just great. I'm sure it's not going to be the last one either. Here we go. Yeah, that's great. Oh yeah, that's just great. Woo slide whistle indeed. I love this thing. I really do. I think it's great. This one's made of metal, so I can't break it this time. Or I'm sure I'll find a way, but it's a lot harder. It's going to be a lot harder. When it inevitably happens, I'm going to feel like an asshole, even more so, but what can you do? All right, here we go again. Baby Yoda cup out of water. I have to fill up Baby Yoda cup. Wait for me, chat. Wait. This is important. Okay. There we go. Anyway, for a while he vanished. The suspicions upon my own person never did. His partner, Zach, vanished to protect him. That's what those thieving magpies of a press said. That's fake news, dude. I did not know that. Yet that very same press comes to me now, feigning interest. They cover the greatest magic show in history as if it were a vaudevillian distraction. And here must I stand smiling at them all. What am I if not a player in some fiendish farce? Might I suggest it's because you never made it clear what actually fucking happened, you idiot? Magnify's death is still a mystery to this day. And boy howdy are we trying hard to solve it, but you're not making it any easier on me, which is why I came here to get the answers from you. So please, for the final time, just talk to me, bro. Oh boy, here we go. I knew I'd be seeing these sooner or later. The audience has no business stepping upon the stage. They must be content to sit and stare at the spotlight. That sounds an awful lot like something I heard 7 years ago. I actually do remember some of those keywords. Surely there is no examining that needs to be done at Sunshine Airport, but I do want to look at the Blue Badger anyway because he makes me smile. A man in a costume is handing out balloons to the kids. It's nice to know kids still like balloons somehow. They're a favorite of mine, balloon sellers, that is. I would have them join me on the big stage. They could hand out balloons to the children in the audience. This conversation has taken a drastic left turn out of fucking nowhere. Yes, I also like balloons. Now let's talk about this murder mystery from 7 years ago now, shall we? Bravo, the possibility had not even occurred to me, Phoenix Wright. Entertainment consultant, that's me. Let's give it a try. Let's do it. Now I want a balloon. Here we go. Magnify's death. Tragic, that one. Ask what you will, you'll get nothing from me. I'm as much of a part of this affair as you are now. I have to know what happened. For 7 long years I have endured. Now finally the curtain lifts on my new golden age. All the miracles of our troupe within my grasp. Sorry to do this, Valent, except not really. But right now I need answers. I think I'll start by dropping a bomb. That should shake things up. Valent, I wouldn't be so sure about those miracles. Not as long as I have this. This? Well, I have the rights to the magic tricks, don't I? That means that he can't fucking do them? That seems pretty important to me. Yeah, this is gonna put a damper in those plans really badly. And what might that be? I see it bears the Gramarye seal. I should have brought this to your attention sooner, but I didn't imagine you'd be planning your comeback quite so fast. What is this? A document showing the true recipient, words are hard, of the performance rights to Magnify's miracles. What, Zach Gramarye, he wrote this? What? He passed everything to his daughter? Trucy Enigmar, actually. She's officially my daughter these days. Well, is that still legal? Is she legally my daughter? I feel like we should, of all people, should know how to go through that process, but then that's Trucy Wright to you, Dad. Not Enigmar. That's the wrong name. Preposterous, Zax! Zack is gone, vanished into the void. This is the genuine article. Zack was alive when he wrote this. Both myself and the notary can testify to this. Wog! Oh, there he is. There they are. That was only a little bit, though. They only escaped a little bit. Oh, there's one. Why? Why does fate toy with me so? With a capital F, fate. Why must my life be lived in thrall to the dead? Of the dead. You're not the only one with that problem, trust me. That's... that is so true. But he shot Magnify! Yes, it was Zack, it was! And then he left, and my career as a magician fell into darkness. Did you think there might be some way out of it? Say, if I could prove Zack Grammary shot Magnify, was that why you testified? Yes, my way out! It should have been my way out! Well, I might not be too late, Mr. Vallant. All you need is a way to prove your case. Who really killed Magnify Grammary? Mr. Hat, obviously. No, that's just silly. Well, it's not giving me a profile to present, which is kind of weird. We have the crime photo, the Magnify autopsy report, the notebook page, the IV report, Magnify's chart, small syringe, Magnify letter 2, stage pistol, Magnify diary. Maybe this has something to do with something, the diary? I mean, what do all the other pages say? Surely there has to be some context clues that could help me out in the man's diary. Trucy's locket. It wasn't Thalsa, I doubt. Transferal rights, nail polish, commemorative stamp. It might have been someone in this commemorative stamp. Does that count? I feel like that's a good place to start. I don't know how she did it, but she did it. Not Trucy, but the mom. So this is the evidence that answers the question, who killed Magnify? Well, is it? I don't know. The only question that this evidence can answer is, who here is an idiot? And the answer is you, Mr. Wright. Must I suffer such indignities even now? The life of a magician is a life of toil. There's one easy way to win over public opinion, by producing a signed confession. Even if the confession is a fake. What the fuck? Phoenix, have we learned nothing? I mean, I guess I can't get disbarred at least. By producing a signed confession even... What? How do I get that? Well, it might not be too late, Mr. Vallant. All you need is a way to prove your case. I mean, yeah, I guess that would be helpful if I had more forged evidence. Is that a thing that I have? Is it this? This doesn't prove anything. What are you talking about? No, it doesn't. Maybe I don't have the correct piece of information to go further right now. Perhaps the orange text indicates that I will at some point have a forged confession in my inventory that I will be able to present and then break the psych lock and continue the game. Which is insane, not having the context behind that at all. I may not have enough evidence right now to pull this off. That's a story of my fucking life using this mechanic. But we'll come back to it. It's gonna be okay. Well, that's kind of an issue, actually, because now I don't know where to go. What was going on over here at Solitary Cell 13? Some stuff was happening. I just don't remember what that stuff was. Hello, sir. Oh, you have, like, the big psych lock. You are untouchable. You are unshaken in your lying capabilities. You evil sack of shit. I don't think there's anything else here for me. That means it has to be something at the Borscht Bowl Club. I mean, I do need to break these psych locks still, yeah? I think so. So, I mean, that's something that I can do. It shouldn't be that hard. Talk? Well, actually, hey, did I... Yeah, no, let's just talk to him, right? Here we go. I know I did a little bit of this at some point. The Grammary secret. Let's talk about that. I have to know more about this power of Trucy's. It's like she can see right into people's brains. The first time I saw her do it, it blew mine. And after you were done having your mind blown, you took her to play cards with you, gotta use the resources you got. I don't have that power, but Trucy does. Why is that? Because she's a fae, and that's gonna be a big reveal. Maybe Trucy got her power from her mama, Thalassa Grammary? No talking about that. Thalassa is officially missing, correct? And I think I know why you don't want to talk about her. It's because, she died. And it was sad. The reason that he doesn't want to talk about her is not the autopsy, not the notebook page, IV report, Magnife's charts, small syringe, the letter or the other letter, the stage pistol, the diary. I mean, show me the diary one more time. No, never mind. That's out of the question. Memoir of sorts written in up to just before he died. Mr. Hat, Trucy Locket, transferal rights. I mean, is that relevant right now? I don't think so. I'm sure I'm like missing something super obvious. I'm sure it's happening. I bet it is. Cthulhu Votorek, though, thank you very much for subscribing. That's tier 1 for 17 months. Thank you. Oh, geez. The real client, touch the back button for more detail, or the check button. Did I look at all of it? No, you still can't look at this at all. I think I know why you didn't want to talk about her. Well, because you did it. Boom. End of discussion, right? That's gonna be it. It's this one. This doesn't have anything to do with it. I know. I just like to lower my health a little bit to add to the drama of the whole situation. And let me tell you, man, I'm doing a really good job at that. For some reason, it's extra scary when magicians threaten me. I'd better rethink my strategy. The loss is officially missing, correct, and I think I know why you don't want to talk about it. My next best guess would be the commemorative stamp, but, like, I'm not sure. Like, I'm sure we could make it relevant, but I'm not exactly sure what Phoenix is going to say, which scares me. So, how about that? The three of you were a team once. Yes, okay, well, the music stopped and we have new dialogue, so we're on the right track, I think, I hope. Not that the entire country doesn't already know this, right? Did I get this one last night? I still don't remember. Maybe. At your peak, you were the biggest stars around. Yes. Yet, there's another story behind the fame, one that not many know. Uh-huh. Thalassa lost her life during a rehearsal. To you and Valent Gramarye's bullet. That's, yeah. Well, what exactly? Send from the real client, touch the check button for more details. I mean, I wish there was like a different piece of evidence where we could bring up the whole murder of this woman, or the accidental murder, the accident, whatever you want to call it. Instead of just showing the stamp, because just showing the stamp can kind of mean a lot of things, right? I had no idea we were going to immediately launch into, well, in this proves that there was a murder. It is a stamp, and this proves it. It's like, I don't know. I'm not so sure how, I mean, it works, whatever. Again, I'm very bad at the game. Have you seen my health recently? It's not pretty. It's a bad sight. To you and Valent Gramarye's bullets, yes. It was an accident! It wasn't me! How could I shoot my dear Thalassa with a gun? I'm sure Valent would say the same thing. Why, it's just like another murder I might mention. Damn you! Okay. Her eyes, I love Thalassa's eyes. To think they could read my mind was frightening, yet there was a warmth in them that felt like an embrace. She is dead, and Magnife Gramarye has joined her. That is so sad. But at least they're reunited, that's nice. So the only one with her power left now is Trucy. Mr. Zach. I don't know. I don't need any power to see through that one, buddy. So there's someone else, someone other than Trucy. Someone who inherited Thalassa's power. I don't know. My chances are slim. It would take a miracle to learn the truth, or maybe one has already occurred. There is someone else with the power, and I know who. I mean, we know that Apollo can use the bracelet. Is he? Wait a second. Brother and sister the whole time? Say what? No, I think it's actually this one. This one has, like, actual magical power. Like, she's really gifted. So, if it had to be anyone, it has to be... No, I'm just screwing with you guys. It's brother! This boy, his name is, I don't remember, something weird probably. It's really bad when Phoenix Wright says that someone has a weird name in the Ace Attorney universe. That is a bad sign. Who could he be? An attorney, maybe, I don't remember. An attorney? I noticed him when I went to visit a friend's law offices. So, what are we to make of this, oh great ex-attorney? You can show me pictures of strange boys all you like. I'm gonna go ahead and take a drink for that one. Cheers. Cheers for the you can show me pictures of strange boys all you like. Which I am reading from a video game that somebody wrote down. I need to make this perfectly clear for all the audio listeners out there who are not looking at the screen. I'm sure we're all on the same page, right? So, anyway, strange boys aside, but you could at least say something like, I'm this boy. I could use a laugh. Perhaps you wouldn't laugh if you knew the facts. This might not be 100% proof, but when has that ever stopped me before? There's a link between this boy and Thalassa. Actually, it's more of a ring. It's not. That was mommy ring. Did we go over that? So, probably not brother. Probably. But who knows? Maybe. A ring? Like, if you wear the ring, do you just get the powers, or do you need the powers to be able to use the ring? As, like, the catalyst. I'm sure they explained it more at some point, but that was a long time ago. Perhaps this will refresh your memory. I just so happen to have evidence showing this missing link. I sure do. I sure might. The power to prove this is on my ring finger. It's on the base of my left ring finger. Hang on. Oh God, what is it? What is it supposed to be? Well, we didn't say that it has to be 100% certifiable evidence anyway, so I can just kind of shoot for the stars, and whatever happens, happens. I happen to have evidence showing this missing link. I do? Do I? Because I don't know. I especially don't know now. Is it the magical stamp again? Do I have to use the stamp but another time? Maybe. Who's to say? This has a hand, which means it has something to do with a ring. This is the link. This is the missing link is the hand, right? Wah! Mr. Zach, this face is your response, Mr. Ex-Attorney. You did say that I wouldn't laugh if I knew the facts, right? Yeah. Maybe, I don't know what I'm talking about, right? I don't even know what I'm trying to bring up. More effective to not reveal your hand in advance, Mr. Wright. I know this isn't special dialogue for me presenting the crystal hand, but that's great. Which I've just done, clearly. I literally did. The question, do I have a trump card in here somewhere? I don't know! Do I? Think, right? Think! I don't know! Probably not. I'm looking at chat now, and people are saying I do not have it, and you know what? That's fine. This is acceptable backseating. Thank you for not... I wouldn't just throw myself at it until I lost, so that's okay. Now, the question of the day is, what do I do next? Because now I'm kind of at a total loss. I am very, very not sure what the next step is. I went to all the places. Do I need to, find something? Do I need to examine harder? Hit the juice, Phoenix! Daddy needs the thinking juice. This is grape juice. Is it refreshing? I usually drink too much and it ends up making me thirsty. Cheers, brother. I'll drink to that one. I'm really trying to think about this one. What do I do? I have to present something to somebody, or I have to find something that I don't currently have. The past is out of the question. We're only worried about the future, which is what we're on right now. If we can just get one of them done, then the rest are going to fall over like dominoes. But the question is, where do I start? Not here, apparently. I can't do it. But maybe. That is true. You do have to do either one of those things. Oh, but that's so hard. Because I don't know what to present to whom. And I'm not sure what to look for. I clicked on the grape juice. Maybe the grape juice is going to be useful, maybe? There is something inside that bottle, grape juice. It's my business card. You aren't surprised at all. Perhaps you don't like magic. I sure felt surprised. Maybe I had my poker face on. That's a reference to a song. Okay. It's $900 for whatever this is. It better be the best that thing I've ever tasted in my life. What about this thing? It's like a little calzone over there on the table. One of the restaurant tables. This one's the closest to the piano. Man, why do we even go down here? This place sucks ass. There's a fireplace right there. Can we please turn it on? It's freezing, which makes it the hardest to eat at, I hear. On days when I'm playing, that is. That makes sense. What do you think about the ukulele? The sound is slight, the annoyance curtailed. A ukulele in a Russian restaurant? That doesn't seem like it makes any sense at all. Then you must go to a Hawaiian restaurant. Hawaiian shirts don't go with my complexion. Wahahaha. He's Wario laughing it up. I give up. Okay, hang on. I have a crazy idea that just popped into my smart brain. So I know I have an idea. What if we went to Drew's studio, right? Now this is a crazy idea, and then we presented a thalassa to Brushel. Would that be crazy? Wait, how do I go to the? Oh, you can't do that. I mean, I have the locket. Does this count? Please, Mr. Brushel, do you know this person? Do I know that person? Of course! I was friends with Zach after all. He hit me a few times, 5 times actually. And he never forgot that number. Damn, I am really smart. I am so fucking intelligent to get that. It makes a lot of sense when you think about it. But still, I never forget his wife. Thalassa Grammary. That's the wife. Magnifique Grammary's only daughter, in case you forgot. Do you think you could tell me more about her? Well, why the heck not? There we go. Now we're cooking. The cook has begun. So, Thalassa married Zach and had Trucy. See? No, just Trucy, not True Cece. That's not the name. It was her second marriage, actually. You mean she was divorced? I hadn't heard this one before. Not quite. Her late husband was a performer, too. He died in an accident on stage. God damn accidents. This poor woman. If it's not her spouse dying to an accident, of course it's gonna be her. What can you do? What can be done about it? Cheers for that one, because that's a drink. There's a lot of accidents happening in this case in particular. Oh, and dead wife? Yeah, it's also a drink, actually. So there's one, and here's the second one also. Okay, here we go. Dead husband oh yeah, dead husband's like what I meant to say. Well, we don't know if it was a guy. We don't know. Let's not jump to any conclusions, actually. There has actually never been a dead husband drink before. Really? I can't think of any off the top of my head, but you remember my past streams way better than I do, so I trust you. It's a rule. Dead spouse, okay? Dead significant other. It's close enough. We count that. I gotta blow my nose again, believe it or not. Excuse me. Oh yeah. They're good tonight. It's I'll give that one a 7.5 on the nose blow spectrum. Okay, and when I try to throw that tissue away, I totally just punched my monitor a little bit, so allow me to readjust it really fast. Okay, we're fine. He died in an accident on stage. So sad. Tragic, really? Fucking... That doesn't count. It wasn't a tragedy, it was just an accident that was tragic, and that's different, so don't worry about it. They had only been married one year. I did not know. Ah, but she was a beauty! I still carry a portrait photo of her around, you know. Okay, yeah, she's pretty hot. I mean, that's the thing. I wear one of those, dude. That's important. Also, yeah, it just now hit me how fucking weird that is, actually. I don't know how that wasn't my... I was distracted by the beauty. But now I'm realizing, why do you have that photo just, like, in your wallet? I hope it's in your wallet. I'm not sure where else it should be, but... I've known Trucy since she was a little thing, too. She got the better deal, really. Well, she's alive, so that's nice. She's got you for family, after all. Oh, that's wholesome. What? What do you mean? Just reminiscing, you know. Thalassa has another child besides Trucy, end quote. Ah, shit, it was brother all along! Oh, geez, here we go. What? But Trucy said she was an only child. Ah, yes, this one she had with her previous husband. Her previous husband? Her first husband who died on stage? Yes, Phoenix, keep up, dude. Yep, they had themselves a kid. Another orphan now. That's another one who slipped through the cracks. No idea where they are now. Thalassa had another child. Do you think I could borrow that photo? For no reason in particular. Sure, I can be generous on occasion, you know. Thalassa's portrait added to the court record. That's great. We're finally doing it. We're making progress. I won't need this locket anymore. Well, I don't. Better return it to Trucy before I forgo her. People and events all get tangled together and get bigger and bigger. Biggerer and biggerer, sorry. Don't you think? I was too busy wondering about biggerer to listen to what you were saying. Sometimes you just gotta accept that you won't be able to untangle it all, I think. Maybe so, but still. I have to do what I can. And I have to tell what I find to those who come next. Next, you say? I'm not the one who will close the curtain on this little play. Apparently, that's not my role anymore. Yeah, you've been disbarred for years, Phoenix. We know this. Magnifi. What? I was just wondering what Magnifi would think of all this. What do you mean? Haven't you seen it in Trucy? She's got his power. You mean how I can't lie to Trucy? It was the same with Magnifi and with his daughter, Thalassa. It's a strange thing. You think it's some grammary gene? Magnifi told me once, back when Zach married Thalassa, he said Zach had good eyes, but not good like a grammary's eyes, not that good. I wonder if Zach ever played a game of poker with his wife. Who knows what the grammary secret was? Maybe nobody, now that Zach's gone. Zach Grammary. Zach Grammary. Thank you. Oh my god, we did it. The plot had finally begun to reveal itself. It sprouted from a warp in the Grammary fabric and grew, swallowing everything, wrapping itself around the Grammary's power, swallowing everything. We did it. A power which passed from Magnifi Grammary to Thalassa to the next generation. And I would once again need to meet this dude. So this is the thing that I need to present to break the psych lock to... Gotcha. The one who bridged it all together. That dude. Okay. We're doing it. Give me that check mark. Thank you so much. Now we go back to the Borscht Bowl Club. And I don't click on the past. I actually click there to go. And now I talk to him. And now we present this thing. Right? This is totally what I was missing the entire time, and it's going to work. And I'm not going to lose any more of my health, and let's fucking fingers crossed that doesn't happen, because goddamn help me. Yada yada yada. What was the first thing that I was going to say? It was the stamp, right? It was the stamp, and then the... What? She is stunning, dude. I'm just blown away. God damn, woman. Anyway, this one, yes. Please don't screw this up. Please, 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 please. All right. That's good. That's good. First one is finished. Yes. God, I wish I could skip this. Ooh, I wish I could skip it so badly. You have no idea. And then he's going to ask, who else has the power? And I'm like, well, it's this other guy who's totally not related to Trucy in any way, genetically speaking. There is someone else with the power. Yeah. Yeah. There sure is, isn't there? And now I have to present this last one, right? A ring? Perhaps this will refresh your memory. I just so happen to have evidence showing this missing link. Okay, dude. Aha! Please? Actually, I know something. Your marriage to Thalassa, what a weird name. I hate that name. Was her second. How did you know that? Her first husband, he died a year after they were wed, yes. He was a performer they met when he joined us Grammarys as a guest in our show. After Thalassa wed him, she left the troupe for a while. Okay. And you say she had a child then? I have a photograph of her here. Look. Shoulders. Girl shoulders. I couldn't help notice what she was wearing when I first saw this. The bracelets really stand out. That's what I'm talking about. That's where I was looking too. They are a Grammary family heirloom. This boy wears a bracelet just like the ones in this picture. What? So, that's why. Why what, Mr. Zach? I took this photograph of Thalassa before she left us. When she returned, she wore only one bracelet. I bet I know where that other one went. She gave it to this boy, her son. Oh my God. Whoa, 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 secret son. At least heal me up all the way, man. Whatever, fine. I can't believe it. That was the missing child? That's the missing link? Wow. Okay. But how does it relate to the phase, though? I'm still waiting for that twist. I know it's coming. I know it's white. I know it's right. Not right, but like, right. You know? Tell me about the Grammary secret. I had to take a drink for the missing child also. This strange power, I myself do not know where it comes from. Yet the fact is that it passed down the Grammary line. It runs in their veins. What is it? I asked her, Thalassa, once. This is what she told me. Okay, now here's the thing. If Apollo Justice, who has magic in his blood, were to bang a fae and then have a child, that would be the Wonder Child. So we gotta set that up somehow. I feel like we are morally obligated to provide the world with the next great magic wielder in the universe. Do I not have an obligation to do that? I mean, I can set it up. I can do it. This is what she told me. Her power responds to tension in others. Tension? What? If she were to face a person and they became tense even slightly, then she would know, no matter how hard they tried to hide it from her. So she could see it. She's an empath. Yes, she's very empathetic. Not quite. This is the strangest part of it all. She wouldn't realize that she was subconsciously detecting this tension without the use of a particular object, or in her case, objects. Objects. Wait, were they something she wore? Yes, Phoenix. Yes, I think it's something that she wore. Yes! It was the bracelets, actually, if you can believe that. I admit the first time I saw one of those, I felt there was more to it than just fashion. But what kind of power could a bracelet have? A fucking lot, apparently. Dude, can you imagine if Apollo had both of the bracelets on? Oh my God, the world would come to an end. He would be the most powerful force in the entire universe, like bar none. I have made a decision. I will tell you all I know. Consider it a gift. Finally. God, Jesus, thank you. Tell me about Trucy and Apollo. This is pretty important. Well, I hardly need you to tell me at this point, but those two are brother and sister, yes? And the brother, too, has this power of theirs. I really hope I never mentioned... No, I said and I maintain at this time that it's gonna be Apollo and Emma. Yes, of course. Also, she's 15, so I don't know why I would even, So Trucy has an older brother. I wonder what will come of that. We got 2 more games to figure that out. Mr. Wright, tonight, after our game is done, I will return to a life of hiding. Okay. I would not see her live her life without knowing. I understand. She's been doing it all this time, though, so maybe you should, step up and be a father, you know? I understand. I'll tell the 2 of them when the time is right. I am in your debt once again. No shit. What I want to know is how all this got to be so messed up. That's a great question. The bracelets, please. Those bracelets are made of a special alloy. It is said to expand and shrink very slightly in response to body warmth. So they're temperature sensitive or something? They're like mood bracelets? We really are an empath. We're wearing fucking mood bracelets over here to court. Yes! This is how they can shrink to the exact size of their wearer's wrist. It's the Omnitrix. We are bin 10. And this has something to do with the power. What have I told you? Have you been listening at all? The Gramarye power reacts to tension in others. When a Gramarye senses tension, they too become tense. They are such empaths. They are the biggest empaths known to man. And this tension translates into minute contractions of the muscles. Right. I can read. I am doing it right now. Check this out. So minute they cannot sense it on their own. I told you, they're muscles. Oh, so that's what the bracelets are for. With the bracelet on, one can sense these contractions because the bracelet is always a perfect fit. So when the person they're watching gets tense, the bracelet feels tighter on their wrist. Yes, that's what we're going with. But that alone doesn't really count as mind reading. I believe I understand how the process works from there. Yeah, no, you're right. It definitely does not count as mind reading because we really have to look at every nook and cranny on every single part of their body to find out what's actually happening. Thankfully, all of their tells are like from the torso up. So nothing below the belt, no legs, no like tapping of the shoes or anything like that. If that's your tell, Apollo Justice is just out of luck. We can't do anything about that. But thankfully, you know, if you're licking your lips or like blinking or sweating or doing something weird, we gotcha. You're dead to rights. And somehow it holds up in court every single time, and it feels great. It's a simple question of eyesight. Eyesight? I guess that sounds simple enough, I suppose. Tell me about the eyesight. Have you ever heard of kinetic vision? Something about the ability to see moving objects with full clarity, right? I've heard of it before. They say athletes can see a moving ball like it was stopped if they focus. Oh, but it's not confined to sports alone. It all relies on the ability to focus. When we focus, we can see many things. The faintest twitch of the face and the meaning that lies behind it. Ugh. Therein lies one of the secrets of magic. One must know the mind of a crowd before one may distract it. So basically, what you're saying is, I'm monkey. The Gramarye can see really well. I guess that's a power. I mean, it worked for Sasuke pretty well. For them, seeing is more than believing. It is knowing. Their power relies on eyesight combined with exceptional focus, and then convincing a judge that your focus is so good that whatever weird bodily thing that they're doing will actually lead to somewhere in a courtroom. Things are starting to come into focus for me, too. Of course, it is difficult to maintain such levels of focus for any length of time, but what if someone could tell you when to focus? Or something like a bracelet? Oh my god, precisely! But wait, Trucy doesn't have any bracelets. You are talking about poker, yes? The timing of when to focus is so elementary, she probably does it without thinking. So she's the strongest wizard. I mean, so if she's the stronger of the two, I would say that her and the Fays should do something about that, but I don't think, I don't think that's gonna work out too good to make a super powerful magical baby. I doubt Trucy herself has realized this. That is all I know of things Gramarye. Thank you, Mr. Zach. It's about time you were useful. If this boy's bracelet is the real thing, which, I mean, it is, then he will use it before long, thereby awakening his power. I'll keep that in mind. Well, shall we play a game? I've said so much. Let me say one more thing. I will tell you of that night. What? The night my mentor, Magnifique Gramarye, passed from this world to the next. That's what we've been waiting for, huh? There were 2 pistols and 2 letters sent. This was Magnifique's test. A test? I gotta blow my nose again. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Oh yeah. It's been a lot tonight. That's how you know it's a good finale. A test. In his last years, Magnifique Gramarye worked us to the bone. No, to the pain. That's okay, sure. But that night, I could not shoot him. So I shot the clown's forehead instead. Bang. There it is. This, it seems, was the correct answer. Okay. Take this, I give my art to you, Zach. What? It is thanks for playing along with my show. You shot well tonight, Zach, though I would not have minded dying by your hand. How could I shoot you? You're my mentor. Bah! I thought you might say that. If I went home without shooting anything... Rubber Ninja, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. I almost said tier 1 gifted sub out of force of habit, but I didn't. So thank you for that. Hi, Raiders. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. We're sounding the spoiler alarm, everybody. This is the last part of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. That is Ace Attorney, the 4th one. So if you care about the plot to this game even a little bit, I appreciate your viewership, but it's time to leave. This screenshot in of itself is also a pretty big spoiler. So, oops. Sorry about that. That's how it goes. So yeah, follow me and then give me your money and then you can leave if you want. But if you don't care, then stick around because we're almost done and things are about to get crazy. Where's Phoenix's boyfriend? We still don't know where Edgeworth is in this game, so I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. Also, hi, Fairy. What would you have done then? Then, of course, I would have given Valent his chance. And if I had shot you in the forehead instead, which is a thing that happened, again, like, massive spoilers right now. I'm sorry if you care. I warned you. Then I would probably die, probably. I've been shot in the forehead. If you or Valent were to shoot me in the head, then I would die. And I would be dead, is what I'm saying right now, but less dramatically. A fitting end, don't you think? To get shot in the forehead in a hospital when I have cancer and am moments away from dying anyway? Yet this ending, too, gives me no cause for regret. I thank you, Zach. Well, it gave me a lot of cause for fucking regret. This sucks, dude. It's been 7 years and we're still harping on about this. So thanks a lot for making it as complicated as possible, Magnify. And I am sorry, I have done much that was wrong in my day. Okay. Very sad. It seems to me that Magnify wanted you to be his successor all along. Maybe he could have just written that down and then talked to you instead of performing this elaborate stage performance. For nobody. Just for lulz. He just did it to get kicks of his own volition. It's just kind of crazy. That's why the time he gave you was earlier than Valent's. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But it was not something we will ever know for sure. I wonder, what is Valent up to these days? He's about to perform, waiting for you to die. If 7 years pass like this, the performance rights go to him. And now here I am on his dream, and his dream is ended. It's worse than that, actually. Public opinion's a fickle thing, you know. What? You don't mean to tell me they've put the blame for our mentor's death onto him? The trial ended when you vanished, Mr. Zach. You hit the ninja dust. Like, what did you expect to happen? There were even rumors that Valent had helped you pull it off. But that's madness! It's Sparta, dude. Well, it seems that before I can once again disappear from this world, I have one more act to perform. What? Isn't it odd that sorting out my life should prove so complicated, even though I'm dead? Maybe. And then, that night, Zach Gramery was killed. Womp womp, very sad. He died as Shady Smith, a mysterious traveler with a secret past. I thought he looked familiar. I'm really kicking myself for not immediately making the connection. Wait a second, yeah, that's the guy from the first case. How the fuck did I miss that? But he left one thing behind before he parted. This. To whom it may concern, 7 years past, I, Zach Gramery, murdered my mentor, Magnify Gramery. I apologize for the trouble caused by my sudden departure from court, and hereby confess to my crime, Zach Gramery. His confession, to use as I saw fit. Of course, he killed no one. This was his way of tying up loose ends with his old partner, Valent Gramery. Zach's confession added to the court record. Okay, cool. Oh! This is the lying paper that I need to show that one guy! That's like what we've been talking about this whole time! Go to Sunshine Coliseum, right the fuck now. We literally said, point blank, I sure do wish I had like a fake signed confession from somebody so that I could show this guy and then he would get off my back. And now I can do it. Wow. Thanks, Phoenix, for having such incredible foresight. Let's do it. I'm ready to lie directly to your face, sir. Let's go. What was the first thing that we talked about? I know I did it. All the miracles of our troop, the grasp, yeah, Valiant. Not as long as I have this. Oh God, what are we talking about? I remember the lying paper, but what else were we talking about at the time? Oh, the transferal right. Yeah, you can't perform the magic, dum-dum. You can't do it. And what might that be? I see it bears the thing. Yeah, no, you cannot cast spells. The years have not passed enough. You cannot. You shall not cast. Look at the bunny. I love that bunny. There's 2 bunnies up in there. Why must life be? Yeah. You're not the only. But yes, he shot. Yes, it was Zach. It was. Then he left, and my career as a magician fell into darkness. Say, do you have some sort of fake confession that you can show me? Well, I sure do, actually. Who really killed Magnifie Gramarye? It's a lie, but it's this one. I believe I have the answer to your prayers right here. Zach Gramarye wrote one thing before passing on. This is a confession! In which he admits to the killing of Magnifie Gramarye. See, all according to your plan. I am a magician by trade. Deception is my life's work. I fool the audience, give them a fleeting dream. Yet, it seems the tables have turned. Now I am the audience, believing in the deceptions I have wrought upon myself. Zach wrote this right in front of me. I saw it. After I explained your situation to him. OMG! We're definitely gonna take a drink for there being any sort of variation of ZOMG, for sure. Oh, definitely. Now tell me, finally, about Magnifie Gramarye. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, we did it. We broke the psych lock. And now we have, like, the Giga psych lock on that one dude. And I'm not sure what we're supposed to do about that, but boy howdy, I will try my best. Let's go ahead and take those, that one drink right now. I'm not gonna do multiple. You know, one ZOMG, it's not that special, you know. It's pretty important, but it's not that important. You do know that this confession is nothing but lies. That's why I presented it. Yes, Phoenix told me to. Yes, it's my opinion that Zach Gramarye killed no one. Then you must be thinking the truth is a simple matter of elimination. 2 received instructions to kill, but if one is innocent, then one who remains is guilty. That would be the logical conclusion, yeah. So he vanished to protect me, his partner. What a sweetheart. A stirring tale, 'tis true. Did you shoot Magnifie Gramarye in the forehead? And I swear to God, if you're not telling the truth, I'm gonna take that cane and shove it so far up your ass, dude. If I had and I told you, what would you do? Run to the police, perchance? No, I'm gonna take your fucking scepter and shove it so far up your ass. Do as you will. There is nothing left for me now. It is true, after all. I have little talent. I needed my mentor Magnifie's repertoire. It was as if a little demon grabbed hold of me. I knew it! So Valiant Gramarye did kill the great Magnifie. There it is. So sorry, Mr. Wright, but it was not I who shot my mentor. God, help us all. What? But if it wasn't you, then who was it? There wasn't another disciple, was there? Oh, I'm not ruling that out, not yet. Another disciple, such as... Dude, what? I don't know. Knack and talent Gramarye, maybe? Your wild fancies couldn't be further from the truth. Only Zach and Valiant received those threatening letters, but there was another. One more person could have fired that pistol that night. I don't suppose you figured it out by now. If it wasn't Zach or Valiant who shot Magnifie, then it had to be the only other person at the scene, which means... Wait a second, you don't mean that person? Yes, the great Magnifie shot himself. It was suicide. So Magnifie Gramarye committed suicide. I thought this was a thing that the police could tell. if you shoot yourself in the face in any... I mean, how the hell... The pistol was on the table, was it not? Show me the photo. Show me the fucking photo one more time. Where's the gun? I don't see a gun nowhere. I see one up here. The other one disappeared, but how did he do that? I don't know, man. Yeah, Magnify is kind of like the worst, isn't he? Like, what a prig. For what purpose? He's just doing it to troll everybody. He said, you know, I got cancer, I got awful diabetes, I have like a couple days left to live, fuck you all, I am going to make your life living hell for the next 7 years. That's my plan. And I'm sticking to it. Pow! Right in the forehead. You find it hard to believe? Kind of. To be honest, I hadn't even imagined it as a possibility, on account of we've never brought this possibility up before. When I arrived that night, the old man was still alive. Okay, let me blow my nose really fast. He appeared to be asleep. There's no hole in his head. There is in the clown, but not his head. I'm still kind of worried that a pistol was shot in a hospital right into the clown's face, and nobody came to, like, check on the guy? Why did that happen? What is this, American healthcare? I thought this was Japanifornia healthcare, which is probably a lot better. I mean, it's hard to be worse, but you know. I could not shoot him, but when I turned and made to leave the room, the old man called out to me. So you spoke with Magnify Grammary? Yes, and this is why I knew what he had done. Magnify transferred the rights to his repertoire to my partners at Grammary, not me. Okay. Yes. Then I guess I owe you an apology. Sorry. I always thought you were the one who did it. Maybe if you just fucking said this 7 years ago, I wouldn't have thought that. Maybe if we all just tell the truth once in a while, we can stop all the bullshit and cut to the chase. But then the game would be really short, so that's not good. Let's not do that. You owe me no apology. What? My crime was, in a way, more serious than that of murder. Oh, God, what did you do? What? Your crime? Is Valiant Grammary confessing something to me? Let me just start my tape recorder real fast. Okay. What could be more serious than murder? Valiant, what did you do? You see, I knew that 2 letters had been sent. What? There are no secrets between partners. It was easy to find out. That was when I understood Magnify's plan. He wanted to die by one of your hands. Little did I expect it had anything to do with the rights to his repertoire. That was when I heard it. The little demon whispering inside my heart. The demon. The demons told him to do it, Your Honor. He is innocent. Let me confess, I had intended to shoot Magnify, and I planned on framing my partner for the crime. What? That night, I prepared something before going to Magnify's hospital room. Oh boy, here we go. Which was IV fluid, of course. I'd seen it on earlier visit. If Zach did not shoot, I would do the deed. Then I would use the IV liquid to place the murder on his hands. What about the giant skull or bullet in his forehead? Did that? I mean, that was my. But he shot himself, which means he was already dead? Or did the IV. Well, he had to shoot himself before the IV fluid killed him, obviously. And also, it wasn't even in his vein. It's not even hooked up to anything. It would explain the syringe. But, dude, I don't know anymore. I don't know, man. That was my plan, but you didn't shoot him. I could not. The demon in my heart fled when the moment came, but then Magnify called me back. I couldn't shoot the guy, but I could poison his veins, which is way more ethical and clean, so we're good. I am sorry, Valiant. I am giving my magic to Zach, not you. You still lack the draw he has. Please help him if you can. Okay. I left the room, and then I stopped. The shock of what I had just been told consumed me. Blammo! That is when I heard that fateful gunshot. Magnify Grammary killing himself. Then the demon awoke anew within me. Zach killed himself. He was the one. Frame him and the magic will be yours. This is so silly. I altered the scene of his suicide, and thankfully, well, he wears gloves, so it's okay. It's fine. I took the pistol from his hand, wiped off the prints. Good enough. Then I used the syringe to add the IV liquid I'd brought. Okay, what about the fact that his brain matter is splattered fucking everywhere? I don't think it's gonna be very easy to convince people that he wasn't shot in the forehead. Did he also, like, I know he's a magician. Did he also use, did he cast cleanup? Like, where the hell did it all go? Shooting yourself in the face is a very messy endeavor, I'll have you know. So in the end, things happened pretty much as planned. Magnify died, and you framed Zach for his murder. Thanks a lot for that, partner. As planned indeed. Of course, the outcome was somewhat different than I had anticipated. Well, what do you think? Do you believe my story? Can it be believed, truly? Dude, I don't know. That was 7 years ago. I don't know what to believe, but... Yes? I'm glad I heard it from you, Mr. Valent. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, we're getting somewhere, which is something. Unless he's just spinning another tall tale, and we're getting totally fucked with right now. It is I who should be thanking you, Mr. Wright. Only when I had lost everything could I make my decision. You're going to turn yourself in, is what you're saying to me right now, and just end this entire thing and make it way easier on everybody involved? My partner may have vanished, but not so my guilt. And as my guilt stays, all else begins to leave me. My friends, my performance rights, my magic. I've had enough of vanishing acts. I understand. I thought my life was ruled by a dead man. But I find I was wrong. For Zach Gramarye was alive. Well, not anymore. Come on, man. Now is not the time to bring that up. Thank you for internally monologuing that to yourself. And now it occurs to me, what if he was not the only one who survived? What is that supposed to mean? You see, now that I think about it, I realize that we never saw proof of her demise. We never saw her body. Her? Who could you possibly be talking about right now? Oh my god, you're telling me that she is alive all along? What? Her? The mind races and the mouth flaps on. My apologies, forget this matter. I can only hope that the day will come when I again meet my partner, Zach Gramarye. I don't think that's gonna be happening, buddy. I'm sorry. Then I shall apologize for my terrible mistake. I am glad we had this chance to talk. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Zach Gramarye, Shady Smith, whichever name you prefer, he is no longer with us. The truth revealed in that trial was only a sliver, and the impenetrable darkness that remained has taken another life. I knew what I'd have to do to push back the darkness for good, and it would involve paying that man a visit. Not that man. Okay, quick question. She was shot right in front of 2 people. I have the stamp to prove it, mind you, that she was in the middle. And then she got shot, and then she presumably said, "Ugh, I've been shot, I died." But actually she was okay, and then she disappeared. We've been skirting around the fact that there was, like, we don't know she's dead. She just disappeared. But how? That is not something we brought up a single time, and I feel like it's kind of important. So she did it, but how did she... Solitary Cell 13, God help us all. We gotta go to Solitary Cell 13, and I don't think this one's gonna be very easy, but I'll try. Here we go, here goes nothing. Sorry, sir. Prisoner Christoph Gavin is currently occupied. Okay. Do you know when he'll be finished? Well. Could you go find out? Certainly, sir. Please wait here a moment. My apologies to the guard, but there's something I need to see. Okay, here I go seeing. Did we look at this yellow on... we made a whole kerfuffle about a yellow envelope. What is... There it is. The yellow envelope. I don't like it when I know that it's suspicious and then I investigate it and I say, well, this is probably nothing. I'm just going to leave it here for right now. And then I come back later at some arbitrary time and then I look at the same piece of fucking evidence and all of a sudden, whoa, there it is, the yellow envelope. That's really important. Why didn't I think to check that sooner? How silly of me. Help me, Lord. Help me. I'm going to take a drink right now, but yeah, I don't. What can be done? He stopped you last time? Yeah, well, he's in prison. I can kind of do whatever I want. I could knock over his goat statue if I wanted. What's he gonna do? Try to stop me and then get sent to prison? I don't think so. I'm reading it anyway. Stop being a loser, Phoenix. He's already in jail. You have nothing to lose. He murdered a man. We don't have to respect his wishes. And the sender is Drew Mysham. I was right. Wow. When I arrived at the studio, Mr. Mysham was at his desk. He seemed to be writing a letter, but he quickly sealed the yellow envelope. It was very yellow, that envelope. I heard it was left at the crime scene. If this is the last letter that Drew Mysham wrote, then there's something I need to do. The last thing I need to do, in fact... Oh my god, we're almost done. Here it goes! Oh god. First of all, let's put on our reading glasses, because we're doing a bad job right now. California! CA! Let's see if this poison spray finds any poison. You've got to be kidding me. Haha! That's it! So this was Drew Mysham's messenger of death. It was this stamp, all right, no mistaking it. And his last letter was sent to Christoph Gavin. The interview request came like you said it would, and they're looking into the case. I swear on my life I won't tell them about you, so please release the spell you've put on my daughter. All right, later with a report, Drew Mysham. Does he know magic too? Are there any other spellcasters I should know about? Letter from Mysham added to the court record. Finally, decisive evidence. What's this? A burglar in jail? Hey, buddy. What's up? Gavin! I didn't know you moonlighted in larceny, right? Gavin, there's something I have to ask you. Can I steal your stuff? The answer is no. My apologies, but there's not much I care to discuss. Vera Mysham hasn't received her verdict yet. You follow me, Gavin? No. There are no known survivors of the poisoning poison. Thank you, Jan Johns, for the tier 1. 12 months? That's a drink. 11 months drink, but still 12 months is 12 months. It's been real, Mr. the God. Thanks for being the GOAT for real. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for the money, for real. I appreciate it. This romantic tension? There's no romantic tension happening here. You are looking far too deep into this and seeing what you choose to see, Fairy. He would never cheat on Edgeworth, and how dare you imply otherwise? How dare you? Not at all. But it never hurts to hope. Okay, I'll be leaving now then. Bye-bye. Right, wait. Kiss me, you fool, he says, with a wry smile. Yeah, Gavin? Would you mind leaving that letter? It's private. Oh, sorry. Forgot I had it. Many thanks. Kisses you on the lips. Whoa, we're going fisheye mode. Whoa, dude. Are we done? Is it over? Okay. It was his hat all along. We've now seen all the clues in this case. Clues I gathered over 7 long years and conveniently withheld from Apollo at every single turn. Now it is time. Every story has an ending. We've come to the final chapter, the final trial. Here we go. Find the truth. You're the one, the only ones who can. Okay, I mean, you could, but I'll do my best. To be continued. Yeah, so it was a camera all along. He had the hat camera. Now that's a good twist. When did he get that thing? Where did he get that thing? What? Welcome to court. 7 years, all leading to one verdict. A verdict which you must decide. Is the defendant Vera Mysham innocent or guilty? Now, here's the thing, Phoenix. I know you've been in court a lot, so you should know this. That is not my verdict. That is not something that I am the one who is responsible to say is or is not true. We have a guy called a judge who does that for us. We just present what we can to influence him. I hope you understand that. It's really important to me that you understand that. The courtroom doors are opening. The trial awaits. Are you ready to begin? Okay. Preparations complete? Yeah? Are they? Oh. Gotcha. Episode 4, Turnabout Succession. Here we go. Something inside me. Rising, surfacing. This is such a dramatic case. All of the evidence that I've gotten. Wow. This dude. I hate that dude. Something important lost long ago. It's close now. So close. So very close. October 9th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3. Let's do it. Court is now in session for the trial of Vera Masham. The defense is ready, Your Honor. This son of a bitch. Prosecution's ready to rock, because I do the rocking. Rakir 98, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you. Prosecutor Gavin, how is the defendant, Vera Masham's condition? Acute poisoning. According to her physician, she could die at any time. Oh, that's not good. It seems like it was a little more than just trying to knock her out. Thus, her absence from the courtroom today. What? They can't put her on trial without her being here. It is unusual, but when has that ever stopped us before? They should wait for her to get better and do it then. Truly, we have 3 days. It's day 3. We are out of time, unfortunately. It's so bureaucratic of them. That's being a little harsh. They can't delay the trial any longer. They can't do it. You have 3 days, Buster. Get to work. And if something terrible happens that should have the case delayed or rescheduled, that's tough titties. What can you do? Or they risk having no one left to try. I guess she is about to die, so it's okay. A trial without a verdict can only cause grief. The records of this case and experience tell us this. Apologies to the defendant, but the show must go on. Right, if Vera dies, the trial will be canceled. I'm not going to let that happen. Well, that's kind of up to the doctors, but Mr. Wright told me everything that's been going on behind the curtain all these years. I'm going to get Vera her innocent verdict while there's still time. I know everything. Very well, your opening statement, Prosecutor Gavin. The prosecution's case is unchanged by recent events. Why did Vera Masham succumb to poison? Because she couldn't live with the guilt of what she'd done. No, bullshit. But Vera was poisoned with the poison. The exact same poison that took her father's life. What better confession could you ask for? Being the killer, she would have had access to the poison. Significant, since it's rather hard to come by. That is true. In other words, I see no need for further discussion. We could have had our verdict yesterday. Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no objections, I see no reason to postpone a verdict. I sure fucking do, because if I don't, then I lose. What we need to worry about isn't the verdict, but the trial itself. The defense holds that Vera Masham is the victim, not the killer. If that's so, then you have to prove something. I will, I promise you. She was in court giving her testimony before us, yes. She was among us. And then she fell down. How do you propose the killer poisoned her? Oh, and incidentally, it would be nice if you told us who her mystery killer was. That would be nice. The prosecution's objection is sustained. I ask the defense to prove its claims to this court. Tell us how Vera Masham was poisoned. I've got 2 things to prove here. Who did it and how? Which to hit first? Probably the how and then the who is gonna follow. That makes sense to me. How did the killer poison Vera Masham? I will focus first on the method used. Any comments before we begin, Prosecutor Gavin? Not a bottle or container of the poison was found on the defendant's body. I see, so the vector of poisoning is unknown. Is the defense prepared to prove how the poison reached Vera Mysham? I guess so, Your Honor. Very well. What method was used to poison Vera Mysham? I have so much evidence. It was this one, Your Honor. LOL. No, it wasn't. No, it actually wasn't, guys. Calm down. It's not the attorney's badge. The nail polish. She did really like this stuff. From Christoph Gavins' cell, the nail polish is colorless. That's just great. Magic show ticket, no. Gramarye envelope, no. Vera's card, no. Coffee mug, no. Red envelope, no. Hidden painting, no. Letterbox, no. Tiny frame, no. Portrait, no. Acrylic, no. Landscape, no. Commemorative stamp, no. Notebook page, how? Letter from Mysham, but also no. How? I mean, how? That doesn't, no, you can't do that, no. Mysham's autopsy report, that doesn't have anything to do. This is the only thing on her person. So this was poison. This had the poison. It must be. Is it all poison? What's the symbol on the bottom again? Remind me. The nail polish Mr. Wright gave me. This must be the brand symbol. It's an A. That's the poison. It was poison. It's refreshing to see a brand with a simpler, clear design like this. Oh my God. What's this? My, what a beautiful bottle! I'd like to give whoever designed that a hand. Because it's a hand. Is that nail polish? It's colorless. Ah! Something the matter. No, nothing at all. Hee 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 hee. So the killer put poison in this bottle and made her drink it? Not necessarily. As Prosecutor Gavin has told us, this is nail polish. We know that now. Nail polish? It's like paint for nails. Know any women with red nails? Ah, my wife has red nails, I see. So she's been painting them all this time? Holy shit, the judge is just... He is old, but his brain is so sad. I gotta take a drink for the judge being, like, next level stupid. This is a little bit ridiculous. I love this guy. The judge is a fantastic character, don't get me wrong. But man, sometimes it can get a little bit exhausting, can't it? You love him, but you also hate him, but you can't stay mad at him. It's like your dumb grandpa. He comes in the room and says something stupid like the South will rise again, and you're like, oh, grandpa, you fucking kook. What are we gonna do with you? Maybe get someone who can represent these people a little bit better. What can you do? I need to pour more water into my Baby Yoda cup right now. So there it is. I've done it. And cheers. Here we go. I am still honestly shocked that we have not seen him outside of the courtroom. We only ever see him in here, and there haven't been any cases, like, surrounding him. I could have sworn that in the original Ace Attorney trilogy that we were going to have some case involving the judge, and we were going to see him outside of court, and we're going to be like, the judge from the court, what are you doing here? And he's like, oh, I've done a murder, maybe, but I didn't. I'm very surprised that did not happen. And I'm still surprised it hasn't happened, but I bet it does at some point, so... No spoilers, okay? No spoilers. Or at least the hockey guy. I like the hockey guy, too. He's cool. Let's recall yesterday's trial, okay? Your stupid comment aside, remember when Vera was testifying to the court? Court is back in session. Vera seems pretty tense. I know that because I have the tense bracelet. She's practically chewing her fingernail. I do remember that comment, actually. I do. Wow. Man, I should have been more observant. I mean, it was the only thing that could have been the answer, and also it makes sense because now I am remembering, yeah, she did chew at her fingernails. So there was that subconscious level of like, yeah, that has to be it, right? Whenever Vera became nervous, she had a habit of biting her nails. Her nails? Oh, yes, do you see where I'm going with this, sir? When the prosecution had Vera examined, did they check her nails? Bailiff, have them check the defendant's nails at once, Mr. Justice. Yeah. Do you know who did this? Do you know who put poison in that nail polish? I'm afraid I do. Well, it was found in you-know-who's prison cell, so it kind of... I mean, who else could it be? That bottle belongs to Vera My Sham. Why do you ask? Know someone else who might have a bottle like this? No, I'm not lying in court. No, I don't know. Mr. Justice, you are about to accuse someone of poisoning that bottle of nail polish. Please dispense with the chatter. You realize the weight of this accusation? Here, let me show you. Holy shit. Okay, Your Honor, no problem. I know what I'm doing this time. I actually do. It was you-know-who. Then let us ask, who poisoned Vera My Sham's nail polish? The one whose prison cell it was in. Sorry, excuse me. The one whose prison cell it was in. They just look so identical. Father and son. What's this? Christoph Gavin? You bet your ass. Yeah, fairy. Yeah, soak it in, I would say, or more like chew it in this case. What's your game, my bro? There's no way he could do a thing like that. He killed a guy, dude. You should know that better than anyone else. Indeed. He is behind bars, I know. However, that doesn't mean it was impossible to do what he did. Dude, he was living in like a 4-star hotel room. You don't think he has access to poison from in there? Are you insane? And also, it was on the stamp. Oh, it was on the stamp of the yellow envelope. That's how we got it into the bottle. That's how, yes, duh, of course, yes. That doesn't mean it was impossible to do what he did. Ask yourselves, when he put the poison in the bottle? It could have been yesterday. It could have been a month ago. Maybe it was a year ago. Has it been that long? Or perhaps it was 7 of them. But Christoph Gavin had no motive for killing this poor girl. It's simply inconceivable. Prosecutor Gavin doesn't seem to think so. That face tells me one thing. Christoph Gavin's own younger brother doesn't find it inconceivable at all. Well, Prosecutor Gavin, if you feel there is a clear and pressing then we may have to summon Christoph Gavin from jail as a special witness. Imagine that. Okay. I've known for some time that an impenetrable darkness lurked at the bottom of this. Impenetrable darkness? There's that phrase again. A darkness that has swallowed swallowing by the darkness. There's that phrase again. Okay, the defense wishes granted. Haha. Bring my brother. Bailiff, begin proceedings to call special witness. The witness is Christoph Gavin, currently residing in solitary cell 13 at Central Prison. There he is. Let's do it. What's up, bitch? How's prison? Ah, Your Honor, how nice to see you again. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? It's not every day I'm summoned from my solitary cell. In fact, it's never. I think you already know, Mr. Christoph Poisoner Gavin. I gotta take another drink for that one thing that I should have taken a drink for all those minutes ago. So let me go ahead and pour that and then drink it too. Man, it just hit me that, like, this is gonna be it. We're done with Apollo Justice Ace Attorney after this trial. That's crazy to think about, really. It's been so long. Ah, Mr. Justice, I hear you've been doing quite well for yourself. Ack, he knows I'm poor. Why do I feel like somehow he's still my boss? Stiff upper lip, Apollo, you can do it. Why are you here, woman? Does this bottle look familiar? Ariadone nail polish? Why, yes. I play Lost Ark with her. As did the late defendant, I hear. She's not dead yet. So I knew that. And was there something concerning this bottle you wish to ask me about? I admit I respect her for her taste in nail polish. Her taste, indeed. That's a fantastic line. Her taste, indeed. This nail polish was how Vera My Sham was poisoned. Poison, was it? You're well informed about the case, Mr. Gavin. I have a lot of free time, you know. Even in solitary, much comes to my desk, and I have nothing to do but read. Well, Clavier, maybe you can explain this. You're being accused again by him again. Ah, and you agree with his accusation, do you? Yeah. Let's hold a proper trial, shall we? Can we, Judge? Can we hold a proper trial? Ooh, I certainly hope so. Christoph Gavin, your testimony, please. I'd be delighted. The charges against you are quite severe, Mr. Gavin. You are suspected of the poisoning of the defendant, Vera Mysham. Please testify on this matter to the court. Okay. Poisoning Vera. Let's talk about that. Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. I have been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? With the yellow envelope, the stamp, I remember. Her father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear. The prosecution's case holds. She poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. Surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father too? I will. Well, I'm afraid the defense's claim is sounding rather unlikely. Naturally. For one, I don't even know the Myshams. Isn't that so, Mr. Justice? I don't know that for sure. Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination. I'm accusing Christoph Gavin, my ex-boss. But I know he poisoned the Myshams. The question is, when could he have done it? Not to mention, why? Poisoning Vera. Let's get into that. As soon as I get back from the bathroom, I'm sorry, I've been holding it in since we, got into this court. Oh, I do see the bracelet a-shaken. So I shall look at this dude and analyze every pore of his body. But before I do that, I really gotta go to the bathroom. I'm surprised I am just now doing this, but I'll be right back. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Are Christoph and Phoenix ex-lovers in hate love? Gee, I wonder who made this poll. I'm not so sure. Let's see. Yeah, I know how I'm voting, and I'm glad everyone else feels the same way. Stop, don't read that. It's in my chat. It's at the very top. It's like the pinned comment in my chat. How are you expecting me to not read it? Fairy, come on. Come on, man. Come on. What are we talking about? Owning the same nail polish does not make a murderer make. Yes, I mean, that's generally speaking true, but in this case, you did it, so fuck you. I gotta take this drink really quickly. Let me go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, there we go. And cheers. They are definitely the hate ship tag on AO3. But why? Have you met Edgeworth? Like, come on, man. How are you gonna say that it's him and not him and Edge? It's so, because the tension. Have you met Edgeworth? Hello? Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. Let's talk about that, okay? Tell me, is this nail polish expensive? Ariadone is a nail polish of the highest order. Not only is it fabulously expensive, but it is made in extremely limited quantities. And you and Vera just happen to both use it? That can't be a coincidence. Well, it can be. I'm guessing it's not a coincidence. What? It's simple. Ariadone is the best nail polish one can buy, correct? Then, if one wanted the best nail polish, one would buy it. That makes sense. Why, it's a bit like my feelings towards my brand name Gavel here. And my silk top hat. Are we all done showing off our refined tastes? Please continue with your tasteful testimony. I will. I have been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? I don't know. Can't you still make contact with the outside world in solitary? Kind of defeats the point, doesn't it? Ah, so we had an accomplice on the outside? Is this your latest accusation? I am allowed a certain modicum of letter writing. Oh, was it yellow letter writing? Is that what it was? But the contents of those letters are closely checked. It would be extremely difficult to send a hit request. Prosecutor Gavin's on the warpath, isn't he? Yeah, you think so too, Trucy? I bet I know why. He must be nervous with Big Brother watching. That's you. And maybe that's a weakness I can turn to my advantage. Are we cool with that? May I continue? Fuck off. Her father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear. It is clear. It's Ariadone, after all. The defendant is not dead yet. Oh, sorry. Haha, what did I say? Haha, no. There are no known cases of someone surviving poisoning. You seem to know a lot about poison. Yes. I know a lot about a lot of things, which is why I suggest we pick up the pace, or else you'll be short one defendant for what she's worth. The witness will refrain from speaking ill of the ill. My apologies, shall I continue? I hate this guy so much. The prosecution's case holds she poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. Okay? Vera had no reason to want to commit suicide, and also, who would commit suicide by doing their nails? The answer's quite simple, basically. Allow me to explain, beginning with, why did she do it? The answer's quite simple. She couldn't live with her own guilt. Next, why did she use nail polish to poison herself? This too is simple, so she could die doing something that she liked. Something that she liked? Does that make sense? I don't think that really tracks that well. It seems kind of stupid to me. Once she saw that the trial wasn't going her way, she knew she would die. And it's not easy to bring poison into a courtroom. Must I explain further? I believe that's clear enough. Crystal clear. Ariadone clear. Wow, the two brothers together is like a two-man wrecking team. Can you shut the fuck up ever, sister? They could use a little more teamwork, though. Yeah, that's true. Surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father, too. I just might. It's possible. Both Vera and Mr. Mysham were poisoned with the poison. That really can't be a coincidence. There's no way. There's no coincidence. The defense is repeating fallacious statements based on conjecture. The prosecution requests concrete, unambiguous proof of the witness's crime. Objection sustained. The defense will please present concrete proof. Does Prosecutor Gavin seem strange to you too? It's like he's all grown up. I think that's how prosecutors are supposed to be, actually. Though he is acting different than usual. I'll bet it has a lot to do with his brother Christoph being in the room. Well, let's make this testimony count, Apollo. Right. Quick and painless. My bracelet should do the trick. Okay, I'm questioning my ex-boss. His testimony seems watertight, but he's lying. I'm sure I'll be able to see something as long as I focus. I certainly hope so. It shouldn't be that difficult, should it? Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. I have been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? Her father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear. The prosecution's case holds she poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. Surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father too? Okay, I'm questioning my ex-boss. He's a genius. He's so smart that he's in jail, okay? Solitary confinement even. That's what they say for, like, the really smart people. Her father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear. The prosecution's case holds. I totally missed those. From the top, please. Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. Okay, fair enough. I have been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? 2 is looking kind of sus. Her father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear. I mean, it is, yes. The prosecution's case holds. She poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. Maybe this one, which would be 4? Surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father too. And that's the last one, right? Well, now, if we're talking about the bracelet here, which we clearly are, this is like the linchpin in our entire case. He doesn't put his hand to the glasses to do the anime glasses thing until bada boom. Surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father too. I mean, I am. So, yeah, fuck you. Yeah, of course I'll do this. Now, what am I looking for? Here comes the best mechanic in the game. I am staring directly at your eyes. We are having a staring contest. He is so handsome that I am intimidated into blinking. Oh gosh, oh geez. I was responsible for poisoning. Yes? Her father too. Nothing is moving in her eyeballs, his eyeballs. Let's do it again. What am I missing? The hair didn't move to my, like I was here. Did the hair move? Dude, I never know. I never fucking know. The buttons? The hand. I mean, the hand's on the... He's doing the anime eye thing. Well, he's got that big fat scar. Wait, what? When did he get that? I don't remember that. I'm looking. His hand is gyrating. Oh my god! What? It's a skull! It's like a weird fucked up skull thing. Yeah, no, I know what to do now. He has the hand skull? Well, that's not something I expected at all, but that is pretty badass, I will say. I wish I had that too, if we're being honest. Okay, I'm taking a drink for the hand skull because that's metal as shit. But it was this last part, right? Uh-huh. I was growing her father to perceive! Yes, gotcha! Why? Mr. Gavin, why is your hand a skull? It was you who killed Drew my sham, you son of a bitch. A bluff worthy of your mentor, Mr. Wright. Yeah, I mean, he did lie a lot in court. This is true. Oh, really? But you see, I saw it. Right when you said her father, too. Your hand tensed unnaturally, and a little devil appeared to give me the news. Oh god, he saw the little devil in my hand. And let's assume, for the sake of argument, that you saw me being tense. What does that mean? Are all tense witnesses guilty? In this game? Yeah, they sure fucking are. And tell me, was Drew my sham fond of nail polish too? Sorry, but there's more than one way to poison a man. Like a coffee cup, if you will. Let me take this drink really quickly, sorry. What an insane trial this has been. You don't need nail polish to get to someone's mouth. Ah? Then I must be very talented indeed. You see, Drew my sham was killed on October 6th, while I was already in my solitary confinement cell at Central Prison. If that's not an alibi, then I don't know what is. But you found a way, all the same. And I found it too. This is how you poisoned Mr. My Sham. You bastard bitch. It wasn't this. This is kind of how he poisoned Mr. My Sham, but that's probably not what we're talking about. How did this get to those lips? Well, it was a coffee mug, but then how did this get to the coffee mug? Well, let's keep on running it down. It was this, but then how did that get into there? It was the stamp on here, but that stamp is just this stamp, which means that stamp was in here, which means that was then touched to this, which was caused by this. So, oh geez, where to start? Probably with the thing that was actually poison itself. I'm sure this commemorative stamp requires no introduction. It is kind of the catch-all in this case. This stamp has saved my ass time and time and time again. I love this stamp. The night Mr. My Sham died, he was seen writing a letter. Poison was found on this stamp, Mr. Gavin. So am I to understand this stamp was the murder weapon? Well, yes, you are, kind of. Oh, and yes, this stamp was found in your prison cell! It was on the yellow envelope. I know. That's why I kind of wanted to present that one too. But, whatever works. Why did he do it? That is all, Your Honor. Order! Poison on the back of that stamp! After Drew My Sham was killed, someone paid a visit to the witness's cell. Phoenix Wright. Daddy! That's when he found the stamp. You made Drew My Sham write you a letter. That's how you killed him. What? My. You've upset my poor brother to the point of uselessness. I mean, that's been the case for the past 3 trials. It's not going to change now. Sorry, buddy. Allow me to clarify this matter, Justice. All you need to do is recall witness Spark Brushell's testimony. The less I think about him, the better, so no thank you. Well, that's the thing, see? After he put his letter in that envelope, Mr. My Sham sat there searching his desk drawer for something. His desk drawer? Yes, a stamp, a so-called postage stamp, end quote. I know. He was looking for a stamp. Ergo, he had no intention of using this stamp. What are you getting at? What I'm arriving at is that this commemorative stamp was in a frame. It was a mere coincidence that he used it that night. I don't think that's true, though. That would seem to be the case. Are you kidding me? No. Or perhaps you mean to suggest that I could somehow manipulate coincidence? You're an anime villain, so, what do you want me to say? He does have a point. How would this witness know if the victim was going to use that stamp? Without that, he couldn't have planned that murder. What? Really, Clavier, you should be seeing through these weak-spined bluffs by now. I'm useless. I just want to play my guitar. He's right, though. His brother does suck. How could anyone have known Mr. My Sham would use that stamp that night? Least of all, Christoph Gavin locked away in a solitary 13, you know? Well, it seems the defense has run out of things to say. You assume he had something to say in the first place. I believe the defense's bluff has been called. Poker. The defense's bluff. You son of a bitch. I'm not sure I agree with you there, Christoph. Clavier? Honestly, I wanted to believe you, but the defense wasn't trying to get away with a bluff. You were, Christoph! What are you saying, Prosecutor Gavin? Air forehead. Yes, me. What was your accusation again? What? Oh, it was, this poison stamp killed Drew My Sham. Ja? To which my brother responded thusly, there was no way to know when My Sham would use the stamp. Yes, that's right, which is why it couldn't have been planned. Tell me, it needs to be planned. Why? Why couldn't it have been a coincidence? The defense's case is simply that Drew My Sham died by that stamp, that's all. Coincidence. Christoph, you tried to slip out from under his accusation by changing the subject. If that's not bluffing, what is it? Well, What are you up to, Clavier? I can ask you the same question, Christoph. I silence the defense with the fewest words possible. It's called efficiency. But, Mr. Gavin, that's impermissible testimony. Okay, yeah, that's true. I shall take his claim head on then. Thank you, Big Ohm, for the prime. Thank you, Big Ohm. Here's to many more. Thanks for the great streams. Thank you. Justice? Yes? You accuse me of Drew Mysham's murder, yes? Then, allow me to ask you, what possible reason could I have to kill a painter? Because you forged evidence, you son of a bitch. Apollo, motive! He's talking about a motive. I know, sister. Indeed. It's hard to see how an attorney could come to want to kill a painter. Now here's something. Why didn't he bring up the motive from the very beginning? Unless he was afraid it was a battle he might lose. So, what does it mean? It means there might be a weak spot. Maybe I have some evidence to prove a motive? Maybe, I don't know. A motive for murder? This is a vital, if not the most vital element in this case. Please consider this when making your statement. I'd say it's about this vital, eh, Judge? That's pretty vital. Well, Mr. Justice, I'm going through with this no matter what. Understood, Your Honor. I'd like to present some evidence. Then let's see what you have for us. What reason did Christoph Gavin have for wanting to murder Drew Mysham? Well, you know what it wasn't? It wasn't this. Definitely wasn't the nail polish, the magic show ticket, the Grammarly envelope, the Vera's card, the coffee mug, the red envelope, the hidden painting, the letterbox, the tiny frame, the portrait, the acrylic, the landscape, the commemorative stamp, the notebook page, letter from Mysham's autopsy report, and also definitely not the... Okay, wait, what am I talking about? But actually, though, no. Well, I mean, the red envelope's pretty damn important, right? This is what we're talking about. I've deposited the $100,000 in the designated account. Please send a receipt once you've confirmed the transfer. This is the next one. Sign the papers and send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp within... Okay, yeah. The enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp by the... Like, here you go. You should totally, like, use these ones, though. This is important. Fuck it. Yeah, of course. Of course. Hello. Christoph Gavin's motive becomes clear when we consider why the stamp came to Drew Mysham's studio in the first place. And why was that? Forgery, Your Honor. Go back 7 years ago. Dave, what have you done? Refresh if you don't see... Bro, he didn't even read anything? How much of the meter is this worth? As much as the length of my arm. I do like that emote. That's a good one. Go back 7 years. Drew Mysham accepts his first job creating forged evidence. I've seen that before. A page from a diary, wasn't it? Magnifique Grammary's diary. Ah, when attorney Phoenix Wright lost his badge. Yes, yeah, that did happen. And fuck you for that, by the way, Christoph. I hate you. I hate him so much, you have no idea. This was the evidence he presented to his loss. Ooh, got him. This evidence is a fake, yes. But did Mr. Wright request the forgery be made? That was never proven. The defense attorney on that case was Phoenix Wright, who, other than him, drunk with the prospect of victory, could have done it. And why would they? Just out of curiosity, do you remember this letter? I do. This is the first page. This is the second page. Yep, it sure is. You got that right. Those were presented in court yesterday. I remember that. This letter was sent to Drew Mysham by the client who requested that forgery. The enclosed stamp was none other than the poisoned commemorative stamp Drew Mysham drew his last breath just the other day. However, the motive for his murder was already 7 years old. 7 years old? That's right, 7 years old. The client who requested this forgery was very cautious. He tried to erase anything and anyone with connections to the forgery to keep them from talking. But he made a mistake. The stamp was a picture of my favorite magician, so I kept it. Father took me when I was very young. It was a great magic show. I loved it so much. I'm glad that Fairy is having this breakdown right now. Like, it's kind of... We need to see through all of the lies to the man that he truly is. This is very important. The killer's time bomb was delayed. The poison stamp was sealed within a glass frame, where it sat for 7 whole years. That's a long time. I'm not having a breakdown. That kind of sounds like something that someone who is having a breakdown might maybe. Anyway, Forehead, do you understand what you're telling us? Unfortunately, I do. The one who schemed up the forged diary page was the one who poisoned the stamp. And it was Phoenix Wright who presented the forged evidence 7 years ago. Adding the two statements together, if we put this and this together, the one who schemed to kill Drew my sham, ... was who? Who was it, Clavier? Was none other than Phoenix Wright. What? No. That's not true. That is absolutely... Sorry, but that's not how this is going down. No. Oh, then how will it go down? I checked through the records on that case when I found this. 7 years ago, just before the trial began. Oh, old boy. Here you go. What's this? I don't know. I just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the spiky hair. And thank you for that, Trucy, in advance. And one more thing. I'm sorry to have sprung this on you so suddenly. I received the files from your previous attorney only yesterday. I understand I am asking the impossible of you. Yeah, well, you are. You haven't really told me what happened yet. All we did was play cards. And that was enough. Phoenix Wright was put on the case the day before the trial started. He didn't have time to request a forgery. The day before? Yes. Maybe you should have looked into his little funny camera. And now here's a question, too. Just who was Shady Enigmar's previous defense attorney? Who was it? Who could that maybe have been? It's really hard to say, but I think I have a hunch right now who the previous defense attorney was. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna take a drink right now. How did this not come up 7 years ago? Oh, Tyrak. It's Ace Attorney. Let's stop with the questioning, okay? What is this, court? Calm down. We don't have to worry about these questions. Calm down. ... No, this can't all be. Yes. But it is all true. There was another man, a defense attorney with a badge on his collar. It was you, Christoph Gavin! Order! What is the meaning of this? Witness, I mean defendant, a former lawyer? What am I talking about? Let me begin by denying this. No, fuck you. You are not weaseling your way out of this one. It's easy enough to look up, Mr. Gavin, and impossible to prove if you can't. Sorry, what? Attorneys are registered with the court the day before the trial begins. In other words, no record remains in the court. How exactly did you intend to prove Phoenix Wright's claim? That would be difficult. I'm afraid this line of inquiry won't yield. Well, now, hang on. Forehead, are you sure you don't have evidence? I mean, it's probably in there somewhere. Huh? What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks awfully calmy. Evidence! Evidence that shows this man, Christoph Gavin, requested that forgery 7 years ago. Clavier. Just please prove it, please. Clear up these doubts now, or I swear I'm off this case. I'm turning in my badge right now. I'm done. I'm fucking done. You must have thought of some evidence, Apollo. Prosecutor Gavin looks like he's in physical pain. The darkness. You know what? And this is a bad idea, but it is time to start taking drinks for quote-unquote the darkness. And how the curtain falls, and how we are being driven to despair by the darkness. So cheers for that one, too. Cheers, okay? Darkness is actually already a drink? Shit. Oh my god, you're right. I played that whole Kingdom Hearts thing. Of course it's a drink. That means I owe like 25 drinks right now. Uh-oh. That's not... Let's all calm down. Calm down. Calm Guardian is about to pop out of somebody. Probably Mr. Gavinier over here, because, like, he's in the most darkness right now. I am Sora, he is Riku, the rest is history. And Kristoff is... Kairi. Prosecutor Gavin looks like he's in physical pain, that darkness. I have to pull that darkness out of him, and proof is the only way I can. What proves Kristoff Gavin's link to Drew My Sham? Well, Mr. Justice, you claim Kristoff Gavin requested a forgery of Drew My Sham 7 years ago. Prove it! It can be proven. What can it? Simply ridiculous. Why even discuss it? This evidence does not... Shut your mouth! Are you telling the truth, Apollo Justice? I am. Then I say we give him the benefit of the doubt. Very well, but if you're wrong about this, be prepared for a penalty this big. That's a big penalty. Your Honor, you do the defense in an injustice. No, I am the justice. J Feather 430, thank you for the prime. 12 months, that's a drink, thank you. I can't believe it's been a full year already. Lovely streams, lovely Twitch chatters, even lovely that's not my name, but it's WeegeeTheGod. But thank you, J Feather 430 for the 1 year. Thank you very much. I'm going to take a drink for that right now. Thank you. Thank you. A year seems so long ago. I was just a baby playing Persona 4 at the time. Now I'm a man playing Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Finale. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy time. I remember that. Good times. I'm sure you do, Adachi. I bet you do remember me playing Persona 4. I would certainly hope so, at least. Huge shout out. I'm honestly surprised you stuck around this long. I appreciate that. Thank you. That was a great... I fucking love Persona 4, man. That's like kind of what reignited my passion to stream all of these like long-form RPGs. Is that game? I kind of think the game sucked, but I did love it a lot at the same time. You can like something and think that, like, well, it kind of sucks at the same time. Which it did, but I still loved it. So, I don't know where I'm going with this, but thank you. And then I played Persona 3, which sucked and I hated it. So, you know, give and take. Your Honor, you do the defense and injustice. Mr. Justice is clearly passionate about his claim. Should the penalty not match his passion? Holy fuck, are you kidding me? I'm ready for whatever you have to throw at me, Kristoff. I haven't given a penalty like that in a long time. Well, Mr. Justice, I mean, I'm good. I mean, Your Honor, I've never been more good. I am totally chillin'. All I have to prove is any kind of link. Something that ties Kristoff Gavin to Drew My Sham. And I have something that clearly does the job. I know I do. Very well, Mr. Justice. The evidence? Show us the link between our witness and Drew My Sham. No, 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 no. No. Well, I mean, the stamp kind of helps, but still no. Bussy Poi, hate that name still, but thank you for the prime. Now that's a big penalty. It sure is. Hidden painting, no. Letterbox, no. Tiny frame, no. Portrait, no. Acrylic, no. Landscape, no. Commemorative stamp. I mean, doesn't it, though? To a degree? Kind of. I mean, it ties them together. Letter from my sham. Wait. Is this the most obvious thing in the entire... Letter posted by Drew My Sham just before dying. Poison traces found on the stamp. What? I mean, does this not do the job just fine? Show us the link between our witness and Drew My Sham. Hello? Would it... Where did we find this thing again? Remind me? There's no way this ain't right. I'm gonna be so mad. I'm fine. This evidence proves there's a link. Oh, why are we speaking so vaguely? Come on, please don't be wrong. No. That scrap of paper, I'm afraid I can't let you submit that. What? Is there some problem? There is. How could you possibly have that? You couldn't. What? I mean, I do. What? Hey, that's Daddy's handwriting. Oh shit, what have you done? Mr. Wright's handwriting? What is the meaning of this? Ah, I see now. Yes, of course. What do you mean, of course? I just remembered I had a visitor yesterday. Phoenix Wright came to my cell, except I wasn't there. How in the... Okay, sorry. We gotta pause really fast. Is that why it was all blurred out? And that's why it's still currently blurred out? Because this is my handwriting, Phoenix Wright. My Phoenix Wright's handwriting? And so I couldn't clearly see it because, I don't know, I didn't have my glasses on? My Go-Go Gadget Phoenix Wright glasses? And that's why it was all blurry? Are you fucking kidding me? No. We're getting trolled big time right now. Phoenix Wright came to my cell, except I wasn't there. Phoenix Wright? To your cell? You weren't there. When I returned, I saw he had something of mine in his possession. Of course, I had no intention of letting him get away with reading my private mail. Mail? You mean this letter was in your cell? No. However, it appears Mr. Wright has yet to be cured of his bad forging habit. Well, if it's forgery, it's not a very good one. The handwriting's terrible. This is Mr. Wright's reproduction of what was written in the real letter. Reproduction? What? When Mr. Wright visited Christoph Gavins' cell, he brought with him a small video camera. I remember, it's this weird creature. What? He said, what? He recorded his entire conversation with you, Mr. Gavin, and the contents of your personal mail. Oh, shit. Regardless, this mockery of a piece of evidence will never be accepted by the court. Totally right, Judge. Evidence based on a video a man with no authority whatsoever claims he took. Oh, buddy, have you played 1-5? Ooh, mama. A man who happens to be an ex-attorney suspected of forgery. Prosecutor Gavin? You're at a crossroads right now, my friend. Prosecutor Gavin. And embarrassing as this is for me to say, I'm afraid my brother is incapable of making rational judgments at the moment. There is a pretty huge conflict of interest going on, I must say. However, that will not stop Mr. Gavinier from being a cool guy. Your Honor, your decision, please. What, you can't... No! The defense's claim is denied. What? Only actual evidence is permitted in a court of law. I have to take a drink for this one. For every time the judge says only actual evidence is permitted in a court of law. Judge, buddy, you can't fool me. I played the original trilogy, okay? I played them. I played them all. Only actual evidence, only actual testimonies, only actual evidence. I can't stress this enough. Only actual evidence. God forbid a weird red man walks into the courtroom with a piece of cardboard and says, I'm an attorney. Yo, look at me. I'm the attorney guy. And the judge says, well, okay, Mr. Attorney. And then that's a whole debacle. It's a hoof. It's a hole. I'm not, it's just, there's so much to talk about this line, but let's not worry about it. Bigger fish are being fried right now. Please remove the defense's evidence from the record. Better luck next time, Justice. Ugh. I hate that guy. I lose. I actually lose. Well, we've certainly taken a detour from our cross-examination, but the defense appears to be lacking proof. Oh boy. Ooh, tugs at collar. Man, am I finishing this tonight? Do we have to investigate more? No, this is the last day. It's day 3. Thank you, Lucky Lucille, for the prime. Only actual primes will be accepted into this chat. But the defense appears to be lacking proof. I'm forced to end the I'm forced to end the cross-examination of Christoph Gavin at this point. Apollo, do something! I'm thinking, but without evidence, I don't have anything I can use on him. Very well. The special witness's cross-examination. Objection! Come on, Christoph, help! Help! The show's over, yet the crowd screams for more. Only now do I understand why. Prosecutor Gavin? Frankly, I'm relieved. This has been bothering me for 7 whole years, and I'm tired of the whole youthful angst scene. Now's our chance. Let's clean out the family closet, Christoph? Clavier, I swear to God, don't you fucking dare. Clam yourself before you say something you'll regret. Spinning out of whose control? Mine? ... Or yours? Take a moment to consider everything you've built. Your reputation as a prosecutor, your fame with the masses. You could lose it all, Clavier. Apollo? It's out of our hands. What's happening? I don't know, Trucy. Prosecutor Gavin, try to remember what's really important to you. You amuse me, Air Forehead. I couldn't forget what's really important to me, even if I tried. It's me. I kiss him. In fact, I haven't, not even once. 7 years ago... He had sunglasses back then, in a courtroom, which is very cool. Finally, you just couldn't resist, could you, Air Right? Resist what? Presenting solid evidence? Might I request we put the current cross-examination on hold? The prosecution would like to call a new witness. You... State your name and occupation for the record. I'm familiar with the trial. I've watched the video several times. Didn't you find anything unnatural about it? Unnatural? Well, you did seem unusually well prepared. I mean, Mr. Wright had only just presented his evidence, and the next moment you call in Drew My Sham, it was almost as if... ... Hang on. Almost as if ... What? Oh no. Funny, it didn't even occur to me to wonder. But now that I do, I see there's only one possible explanation. Almost as if, from the very beginning, you knew Mr. Wright was going to present that evidence. Ah! Yeah, you're right. What? Really? Wow, I did it. I knew that if I applied the usual pressure, Phoenix Wright would eventually come up with that forged diary page. Clavier, shut the fuck up. No, I won't. I knew because you told me, Krista. Oh! Ooh! What? What? It was the night before the trial. Flashback. Clavier. Christoph, on seeing you at the prosecutor's office the day before the trial. God, he's so cool, dude. I won't be appearing in the trial, actually. What? Why? I won't be facing off with you on your first trial, apparently. But in exchange, I brought information. Information? The attorney who will be there in my place tomorrow is not to be trusted. Don't even give him the benefit of your respect. Listen, I want you to call in a special witness. Then... I wondered about it at the time. How did Christoph know so much? Perhaps because he's been lying to me this entire time? Prosecutor Gavin, you're so cool. Christoph! We were supposed to face each other in that trial. A fair fight, brother to brother. I deserve that much. You let me borrow the victim's belongings. You showed me all your research on that case. The victim's belongings? Which would have included Magnifi's diary, wouldn't it? Which is pretty important. Ooh. Mr. Gavin. My, Clavier, you disappoint me. You find trees, yet miss the forest. What? You're the one missing the forest, Mr. Gavin, but you're not going to be missing a prison cell once we send you there for the rest of your life, you fucker. You can't sweep this under the rug, not anymore. Tell me what was going on behind that trial. Okay. He said, okay. I've achieved what I came here to do. I guess I've already won, I suppose. I see no harm in a little reminiscing. Apollo! I think we're finally going to shine a light on the black belly of this thing, Trucy. We've done everything we could. I hope it's enough. 7 years ago, the day before the trial, I visited the detention center at the request of my client, Zach Gramery. ... 2 cards. 2. 1 card. 1. Showdown. Showtime. Enough. You lose, Gavin. Thanks for the work. Now go! To be honest, I don't know what his reasons were to do this. To this day, as far as I could tell, he dismissed me at his representation because I lost in a game of poker. What a fucking idiot. I can come to no other conclusion. Daddy used to say something. If you want to know a man, you have to compete. Did he say that to me directly? Because I do remember reading something like that. Maybe I'm just delusional. Zach wasn't watching his points or the cards. He was watching the man behind the cards, Christoph Gavin. My God. I couldn't believe it. Phoenix Wright, a second-rate attorney who relies on luck and bluffs, and magic and cheating. The last 2 of those are literally I can't prove it, Your Honor, but I swear he's cheating. Did you ever see like a 7-year-old girl just poof into like a 35-year-old woman? It's crazy. What do you make of that, Your Honor? If that's not cheese, I don't know what is. He dismissed me and went with that pitiful excuse of a man. He deserved to die for that error alone. God damn, calm down, dude. Hold it. No, let's not like hold it, but like hold it. Just hold it real quick. So the one who requested that forgery was... Oh, I'm not admitting to anything. My point is, these 2 men shamed me, and I could not forgive that. Phoenix Wright and Zach Gramery both deserve what they got. So you asked Mr. Mysham to forge that evidence so you could win? But then, when you were dismissed as Zach Gramery's attorney, you used your forged evidence as a tarp. You fed me information about the forgery you made. Then you gave your dirty evidence to him. You're free to imagine what you will. My point is that all I had imagined came to pass. Everything went perfectly. Except here I am admitting my evil scheme in court in front of a judge. Wait a second, maybe things did not go so well after all. Incredible! If I wasn't laughing, I would probably cry. Prosecutor Gavin? Perfectly. You're mad, Christoph. Yeah, why are you saying this in court at all? What are you, stupid? Stop fooling yourself! What are you talking about, Clavier? Tell me, how did that trial end? Cancelled! When the defendant vanished? Ah, I get it. So, Christoph, you've been living in fear for 7 years! What? You were afraid your forgery would be revealed and your reputation trashed. You couldn't leave things to chance, so you watched everyone involved with the case for 7 fucking years, which is a long time. You know, he always felt like he was being watched. But that's, yeah, he's being gang stalked. But I felt it too. Journalists, sure, he is being watched, and quote. Don't you wonder why Zach Gramery got rubbed out after, I hate it when you say that, right after becoming into contact with me? Yes. Wait just a minute. Zach Gramery was seen by this reporter? How was that possible? Was he alive after being gone 7 years? Finally. I knew this moment was coming. I just didn't think we'd get here so fast. Zach Gramery, gone missing for 7 years. Trucy's dad. What's wrong, Apollo, my brother? Right. Leave it to me. I got the hiccups at the worst possible time, which is right now. Leave it to me. Yes. Allow me to refresh the court's memory. 6 months ago, Christoph Gavin was charged with murdering a mysterious traveler. I remember him quite well. Shady Smith, was it? Poisoned in a Chinese restaurant. Tragic. Oh, it sure was a tragedy, and I'll take a drink for that one, Your Honor. The details don't really matter right now. It doesn't matter if it was a Borscht Bowl or one of the foreign restaurants, you know? What can you expect? And I say, Grandpa, come on, Grandpa, it's current year. Come on, man. The details don't, I have to blow my nose again, excuse me, actually, sorry. Except if it was current year, we'd be saying Ukrainian restaurant, because that will stop Putin's war machine. It's not a white Russian, it's a white Ukrainian. Haven't you heard? And it's like, yeah, that's gonna help us all, I think. What matters is that Traveler was Zach Gramery, dude. Daddy, what is it, Apollo? What? Keep going. We'll talk about it later, I guess. What? Did she already know? Oh my god, did she? Someone please explain this. Mr. Justice, can you explain this? Maybe. It all started 7 years ago, Your Honor. The great magician Magnifi Gramery's death started it. Here we go. Magnifi Gramery's death and his student, Zach Gramery, the suspect, whoever defended Zach in court successfully would be famous beyond belief. Thinking that, Christoph Gavin did the unthinkable. He forged evidence. Unthinkable! How could he? Drew my charm? Actually, it was the daughter, Vera, who really did the... She was the ultimate forger, remember? I remember. You took precautions when you had that forgery made, didn't you, Mr. Gavin? Precautions? To keep people from talking, of course. Yes. These two know too much. Leave them alive and there'll be nothing but trouble. Why is he talking like Ganondorf? This is insane behavior. Wait, hey, Fairy says Phoenix has done the same. Adriana says, no, he hasn't, Fairy Lamau. Fairy says, in return, didn't that happen before? Well, kind of. But no, not in the same way. Let's just... Fairy, I know we're trying to defend our heroes here. Let's just hope you never meet them. That's my only wish to you, is that you never meet the heroes that you are trying to... No. Let's all calm down. That's when you planned your poisoning of the forgers, is what I'm trying to say. Poison. Applied to a commemorative stamp. It was pretty silly, wasn't it? But luck was on Mr. Mysham's side. The bomb didn't go off. His daughter! She saved him by taking the stamp, I see. But that wasn't the only bomb he set up. The Ariadone nail polish, of course. You noticed something when you requested that forgery. When Vera Mysham is nervous, she has a bad habit. Chewing on them nails. A tendency to chewing on them nails. Even in adulthood, that nail polish was her good luck charm. And then she died. She was almost kidnapped once. Since then, she's been, well, you can see for yourself, she refuses to leave the house. That person gave me a good luck charm for when I absolutely had to go outside. It protect me. Yes, apparently she received something. Wait, so I know that this is something we've already gone over because it's a flashback, but the person who tried to kidnap her and then failed gave her the nail polish, which is obviously Kristoff. Is that what happened? I don't remember too good sometimes. You have to remind me. That was unrelated. The kidnapper is unrelated? Okay, if you say so. Wait, but like she got the good luck. How did she get the good luck charm again? I know that's such a stupid question to ask, and I'm sorry. And I'll take a drink for it, even. For me, for goring. But like, how did she come into contact with the Adrianoni? From her client? Yeah. Okay. No. Stop. I remember. Thank you. That's all I need to know. I love it when I ask the chat something and then they like answer me without spoiling other things. I genuinely appreciate that, like from the bottom of my heart. From someone who's played all, or like experienced all of like fucking Metal Gear on stream. Who, mama? You ask a question, it's gonna get spoiled from 10 games in the future. It's not a fun experience. So thank you guys. I really do appreciate that. I'm glad that we're smart enough to like not spoil things whenever I ask a pretty like stupid question. Thank you. Seriously. Here we go. She won't tell me what it was. It was from that client. I hate that client. The one who wanted that note made. I hate that note. I have to pour a drink also. And shout out to the mods for like protecting me also. I mean, of course, that's an integral part of the experience. And I really do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Seriously. You have made experiencing all of these games, all of these visual novels, 10 times more enjoyable. Because the worst possible thing that can happen is getting spoiled during one of these extremely story-based video games. So if somebody posts one spoiler that tears the thread and it all falls apart, it kind of ruins it. It's not good when that happens. I don't like it when that happens. So thank you. Huge shout out to the mods. Thank you. It was his insurance, by the way. Insurance? As long as she lived quietly at home, there was no danger to her. But what if she had to go outside? If she ran into any trouble, she'd become nervous. And the nail polish would do the rest. His time bomb sat there for 7 years, and then they went off almost simultaneously. Wow! It's funny that Toruhu Adachi says, fun fact, Persona 4 was spoiled for me. I apologize for that. For that one. However, wasn't it obvious from the get-go? I don't know if it was clipped, but I was saying from the word go, yeah, that dude looks kind of fucking weird, doesn't he? I bet he's got something to do with all of this. And never mind. Let's not even get into it. If you're finished, may I return to my cell now? I'm not accustomed to standing for such long periods of time. God, how about you hit the yard and lift some weights then, you fucking weeko? Mr. Gavin, have you heard a single thing we've said? Oh, I listened quite closely to your little tale. Quite an entertaining piece of fiction. What? Clavier, surely you understand. We're back to the evidence, the lacking evidence. Nothing proves a link between him and the poison that took Drew Mysham's life. Objection! Yeah, right! We got the hardcore music going on right now. I gotta use the restroom. It feels like the perfect time for me to step up and go to the restroom, and then I'll be right back in just a second. Thank you all for your patience and consideration. I appreciate that. The next time I come back from the restroom, we're totally going to finish this game, assuming it ends in the next, like, hour and a half or something like that. Goodbye! What about the restaurant? You killed Zach Gramarye, did you know that? We all know that. To keep him from talking. Yes, no. I killed no man of that name. Read over the report again, if you like. The victim was a traveler by the name of Shady Smith, about whom we know little else. You stupid son of a bitch. I know. Phoenix knows and I knows as a result. Hi, guys. I'm back now, by the way. You can't seriously think I knew he was that particular fugitive. Well, yeah, I can, of course. Okay, then why did you kill him? I'm not going to talk to that matter, sorry. Remember, this court did not convene to put me on trial. The defendant's name is Vera Mai Sham, suspected in the murder of her father. My trial's been finished for 6 months now. I'm just chilling. Okay, yeah, but that's not sus at all. I'm afraid we have strayed considerably from our purpose here. This court concurs with the witness. What? It is defendant Vera Mai Sham who is on trial here. No, but we were doing so good, Apollo. As long as there is no evidence to support the accusation against him, this course of inquiry cannot find Vera Mai Sham innocent. Are you shitting me? Your Honor, Phoenix Wright spent 7 years collecting this evidence. You still don't get it, do you? No. Let us assume there was poison in the nail polish, which is what I've been doing this whole time, yeah. Who, then, was responsible for causing Vera Mai Shams to bite her nails? Well, there's no way you're gonna say that I caused her to bite her nails, her poisoned nails, that was poisoned by somebody else, thus making me guilty. It wasn't me, I know that. The one who brought that poison to her lips was you. Well, that just might be the dumbest thing I've heard all day, which is pretty impressive, Christoph. Thank you. Evidence is everything. There is nothing more. Thank you. I believe this discussion has reached its conclusion. Your Honor, Mr. Justice, you have performed admirably well for a novice attorney. I respect your partner, Phoenix Wright's determination as well. You'd better. He's proved so many cases. However, without direct proof, you have nothing. Isn't that right, Clavier? Unfortunately, yeah, Christoph, you're kind of right. That is, you would have been right until now, you son of a bitch! What? Did the news not reach your desk in solitary? The eyes of the nation are on this courtroom today. This is the trial case for a new judicial system. Holy shit, he's right! That's right! I'd totally forgotten. Oh, Apollo forgore the most important part of this trial. And to be frank, if we're being entirely candid here, I did too for a little bit. But it's the Mason system. I know, I did too, a little bit. But that is a drink all the same. For the big forgore, I had more reason to forget than Apollo. Apollo's a fictional character in this universe, and his entire future as an attorney rides on this. I'm just a guy along for the ride. So excuse me for forgetting. Cheers. Slam! The jurist system! Not the Mason system. Jurists, you say? The current judicial system has been deemed too closed off from society. This new system attempts to inject the wisdom of common citizens into the law. Common what now? Wisdom? What is this, the end of Danganronpa 3? Is this some kind of a joke? What could possibly be gained? Wait, what could we possibly gain by doing this? Thank you. Entrusting our judicial system to a mindless, emotional mob of irrational mouth breathers? Oh, it is the end of Danganronpa 3, actually. Wow. Common citizens have something called common sense. Common sense is not restricted by the law. Nonsense! There is only room for two in this court, me and the law. Keep the riffraff out, I say! V3, yeah. Not 3, but like V3. There's a difference. They're not in the court, actually. They're watching everything by video camera. It's COVID times. They're not even allowed to be here. How can you allow this? Incidentally, the one responsible for making this happen, it was Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright? Oh boy, here we go. It's happening. The big slam. So, everything was leading to this? Of course! Right! And he's gonna... Right! He goes Super Saiyan. Yeah, we get that. And now he is none too happy. I won't accept! I can't accept! This is no court! Law! The law is everything! Law is absolute! That is why you're in prison right now. We can all agree on that. You'd let ignorant swine soil your court? Christoph, you lost, bruh. Clavier! The law is absolute? You can't be serious. Have you seen the legal system in this fucking game at any point? Are you serious? What are you, stupid? What? Odd! I thought you'd spent your life looking for loopholes. The law isn't absolute. It's filled with contradictions. The law is the end product of many years of history, the fruit of human knowledge, like a gem polished to a gleam through trials and errors. It is this fruit we received and pass on and face in our time. And it is always changing, growing, nurturing. It is our task as human beings. Except for you, Christoph, you are evil. You have been stopped. You're not needed anymore. I couldn't think of anything to say. I was just kind of in awe at the anime moment that was happening before my very eyes. Maybe because I still haven't seen enough, but someday I'll know what law is. I'm gonna take a drink for that line right now. But you know, someday, this Ace Attorney right here standing before all of you will probably know what the law is. Maybe. Yeah, I've been winging it this entire time. You're talking to the dude with a magical bracelet who looks at people and says, "No, Your Honor." His eye was twitching slightly when he said this. And he said, "You're right, Apollo, not Phoenix, Apollo Justice. I believe you're onto something here." And I was like, holy shit, I am? Okay, then he's guilty. And he said, you're probably right. He's actually not guilty because I'm the defense attorney. But you get the point. You know what I'm trying to say here. It's a little bit silly. Ever so slightly silly. And I'll fight to change it if I have to. Slam. Did we win? Is that it? I see no need to further prolong this trial. This began as a trial of Vera Mysham, accused of murdering her father. The painter Drew Mysham, however, several other so many fucking incidents were reviewed, and we seem to have reached a conclusion. Before this court declares a verdict, I await your decision, jurists of the court. For the death of Drew Mysham, how do you find the defendant, Vera Mysham? Innocent or guilty? I turn to you now to consider this matter. This is literally you, chat. Innocent or guilty? What is it going to be? Save the game? I guess this is the end. Maybe there's multiple endings like in the other one, so yeah, sure, I'll do that, sure. Guilty, poll time, poll, guilty, poll it, guilty, oh god, guilty, guilty, not guilty, hope or despair, shut up. Guilty, not guilty, poll. There's a lot of, well, I'm seeing a lot of not guilties actually at the same time. Poll? Yeah, fuck your poll. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do. What? Huh? What? October 9th, 12:48 p.m., Jurists Chambers. Twitch.tv/WeegeeTheGod's chat. This ends the trial for this case. Only the verdict remains to be decided. Defendant Vera Mysham is currently in intensive care. You know, run the poll. Guilty or not guilty? Somebody run it right now before I have to do it because I don't want to. This is the most applicable place to run the poll. This is like the best poll that I've ever had in my entire life when it directly ties into the end of this video game that I'm playing right now. Guilty or not guilty? Verdict? Guilty, not guilty. It's up to the people. I've saved the game. I can just go back if I get the bad ending. I'm gonna be totally fine. Don't worry about that. Assuming there is one, but I bet there is. Hope or no, it's not. The wrong game. Wrong game. Let me go ahead and take this drink right now. If a decision cannot be reached today, it will be. What's my eyesight score? Man, every single time I had to do those eyesight tests in elementary school, I always scored perfectly. Same with the hearing. However, the kicker is that my ears are really fucked up and I do have hearing problems, so take it with a grain of salt, no matter what type of test you're taking. Thanks for bringing that up, by the way. I'm not self-conscious about it at all. If a decision cannot be reached today, it may never be reached. The factors involved are simple. Did the defendant poison her father that night? If so, she is guilty. Or was there another reason for Mr. Mysham's death? Did another person poison him? If so, she is innocent. A panel has been provided for each of you to input your decision. This is literally true. That is all. Please, wait! Yes, jurist number 6. It's actually Toad the Builder, who's jurist number 6, by the way. There's something in the jurist's handbook here. Every persons involved with the case may not be the jurists. Wait, that is correct, yeah, I know. I've looked into all your dossiers. None of you were involved with the development of the case. I know you didn't do that. You didn't do it, Toad. With the development of the case? I see. Does that answer your concern, Toad? Does it, Toad? Does that answer your concern? It's time for your verdicts. Don't even bother answering. Make your decision in the case against Vera Mysham now. After 7 years, the truth is ready to be heard. Judge wisely. Judge well. You want to know what the worst part about this entire stream is? I didn't even see what the result of the poll was. Who the... Oh my god? Judge... She's back? Why is she back? What? How did we vote? I didn't pay attention to the result of the vote and I don't know how to see the vote. It's... not guilty. She did nothing wrong. This is that lady. Not guilty. Not guilty by like 70%? Ah, good enough. Not guilty. Not guilty. No, not... Bro, not guilty. What the fuck is happening? I'm an... Huh? What? You had the bracelet all... What? And so a verdict was reached on October 9th, 2:14 p.m. The first verdict under the jurist system. Innocent by unanimous decision. The record will show. I was right, by the way, that she was also the daughter. I told you, dude. I literally said it. That when the verdict was announced, special witness Christoph Gavin, he lolled. He hit the lamau. A laugh louder than any laugh before or since. A laugh that echoed in the halls of justice, lingering for what seemed like hours. October 10th, 8:30 a.m., the morning after the trial. In In an intensive care ward, a true miracle occurred. Vera, my sham, opened her eyes. Hello. Do you love the Steel Samurai too? I know I do. October 10th, 10:12 a.m., Hickfield Clinic. Don't you dare show up. Okay, this one's fine, just not you-know-who. Vera, I'm so glad. Don't cry, Apollo. I'm happy too, and proud. You did well, Apollo. When I thought about what if Vera, Hey now, don't you start crying too. Sorry you had to see us like this. Vera? Thank you so much, Apollo. Thank you. Did you do it? No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pressed you like that. I mean, I should have. If I hadn't, you never would have bitten your nails. No, I was wrong. Staying locked inside like that, clinging to my good luck charm. Vera, when I opened my eyes and saw you, I finally understood. It's important to be a part of the world, to see things with your own eyes. Looks like that poison had some effect after all. It killed off whatever was holding Vera back from life. That's right, gamers. If you're ever feeling socially awkward, it's time to consume poison. But not enough to kill you, but enough to give you a life change. This is how it should be. Thank you very much, Apollo. I knew you'd pull through, Vera. Fairy said he helped her. Kristoff is a hero, he helped her. Yeah, you're kind of right, though, actually. I mean, that is what I just said myself, but, yeah, I still don't think you should poison a girl to make that happen. But it's worked for me on many occasions, so what am I saying? I mean, that's what Apollo was fighting for the whole time. Your future! I won't forget it. Here, let me thank you. No, really, it's okay. Don't worry about that. That's Trucy. Oh, that's my sister. I mean, oh, look, it's me, your sister, Apollo. I love it. Thank you. Do I get one too? You've got it. Is that me? She really captured your essence, Apollo. Well, I think so, at least. That reminds me. Do you know where the other lawyer is? Who cares? The other lawyer? Oh, you mean Daddy, except he's not a lawyer anymore, remember? From 7 years ago? It's my fault, isn't it? I'm sorry. Kind of. Oh, no. That's not what I meant. No, it's okay. I'm through looking away from the things I've done. I hope I can look him in the eyes again someday and apologize. I'm sure he'd be happy to hear that. He brought all those things for me when he came to visit earlier. All the Steel Samurai CDs. I've watched every single one of them, he said. So now I entrust them on to you, Vera. Please don't die from your poison. And then she popped in a Steel Samurai CD, and then she was instantly cured. That's how it goes. Because that's the power of the Steel fucking Samurai. He's a Chad and he's a warrior. You mean that stack of Steel Samurai videos Mr. Right finished watching all? That's literally what I'm saying. This is actually what... That's a fucking drink, actually. I'm entirely correct. It's not even fan fiction. She looked at the Steel Samurai one time and she said, nah, I'm not gonna die, actually. Fuck this poison. I'm gonna believe in Mr. Phoenix Wright and especially in the Steel Samurai. Mr. No, what was his name? Power? It was like, no, it wasn't. What was his name? The guy, you know, with like the lion's mane. Like, I forget his name. Will Powers. Yeah, Will fucking Powers. That's who we believe in. That's the ultimate savior of this entire franchise, right? Is Will Powers. I love Will Powers. I love that dude. He was a homie from game 1 to game 3. He was awesome. I fucking love him. Shout out. Sorry, to game 4, because he also saved Vera My Sham. Mr. Wright watched it all. He loved it. You know, I knew my real daddy was alive. Oh my god. Oh, here we go. What? I was there 7 years ago, remember? I was the one who helped him vanish from the courtroom. You did how? I'm not telling. I am having a Kyoko moment right before my very eyes, which makes me want to take a little bit of a drink right now. Holy shit, even now, even after all is said and done, Trucy, you're still trying to maintain the fact that I'm not gonna tell the secret of the magic. This is really something that you want to do right before me, right here, right now, in front of everybody. Okay, cheers. Yeah, no, I get it. It's fine. No, I understand. Man, you never reveal how the magic trick works. It ruins the magic. Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that. I played Danganronpa V3. No, I understand that too well. All too fucking well. And I also played Ace Attorney 4. Sorry, Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, the first game. So no, I still understand that all too goddamn well. You can't reveal the magic secret. That would ruin the magic of it. And it would also make the game way shorter. So please don't. You have to have a character that knows what's going on, and then they say, hee hee, I'm not going to tell you. And then you, the player, says, but only if my friend, my comrade, my ally throughout this entire thing that I'm doing, which everyone's fucking future depends on, would tell me what's actually happening in any way, shape, or form. Instead of just saying, no, I'm not going to, hee hee. Man, that sure would make things a lot simpler, wouldn't it? He promised me that day he went away. What do we got? He may not meet again. Wait, sorry. We may not meet again for some time, Trucy. But know this, I will always be watching, and one day I shall return. You're the next Grammary, after all. Ha 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 ha. Oh, Trucy. In the end, he couldn't keep that promise, could he? He died. It's okay. I'm glad that my dad's dead. Phoenix is my daddy now, even if he can't really play the piano. That he can't. Oh, and I've got you too, even if your voice is kind of loud sometimes. Glad I made your list. Hey, come to think of it, where is Daddy, the one who can't play? As opposed to the one who can play. Do you know Apollo? I think he said he had to meet someone. I don't know. I wonder. Maybe it's a new mummy. I don't think he's talking to Maya right now, Trucy, but maybe in the future. Let's certainly hope so. Tee-hee-hee-hee-hee-hee. Oh, Trucy. Yes, Vera? I was wondering, could you show him to me once more? Sir Hat, was it? Oh, he's been knighted yet. Here goes. Do us an impersonation, Mr. Hat. It's Mr. fucking Hat. Objection! Not loud enough, and I like Miss Magic underwear better anyway, and that's a drink. All right. Apollo really just said with his entire chest, not loud enough, and I like Miss Magic underwear better anyway. Can I just really... Yeah. For no particular reason, I will pull this up while I pour more water into my Baby Yoda cup. I got a huge amount of wet lap there. For the vigor of which I was pouring into. Do you remember when Luke made out with his sister? Sorry, his sister made out with him. There's a very big difference. But you know when that happened? Yeah. Yeah, no, I do. I remember. And cheers. That was weird when that happened, really. All right. Where were we? With him. That's magic panties, Apollo. I'm just gonna go ahead and take another drink right now. That's okay. I mean, it's fine. I mean, I'm doing fine. You're doing fine. It's a thing now. It's been a thing since the first trial. What do you expect me to do? The magic panties is a quintessential part of this character, Trucy Enigmar. Sorry, Trucy Wright. Like, what do you want me to do? I have no power over this. Phoenix should have put a stop to this. He should have been investigating his daughter's room and said, oh, no, this is not going to happen, young lady. And she said, but Dad, and then he says, fuck you, absolutely not, you're wearing magic panties onto stage. And she said, I hate you, Dad. And then he says, I don't care, I'm your dad, fuck off. And then that's the end of it. And then there's no issues ever again. That's just kind of, it's been resolved right then and there. It's that simple. Being a dad is really easy. Trust me, never mind. That's Magic Panties Apollo. Hi, Dad. So, your memories returned. Mr. Wright, was this all a part of your plan for 7 years? I don't know what you're talking about. When I lost my memory, I was reborn as Lami... Sorry, what? When I lost my memory, I was reborn as Lami Roar. But you knew my true identity, did you not? Maya Fey! Boom! There's the big twist. That is why you chose me as one of your jurists. Ah, you're thinking into it too much. Besides, there was no guarantee that regaining your memory would make you happy. Of course it is a happy thing. For so long I thought I was alone. But now I know I have children. 2 dear... I should have connected the dots sooner. I don't think this is Maya Fey. I don't even think it's a Fey to begin with. I think that it happens to be someone who birthed an Apollo Justice and also birthed a Trucy Enigmar. And that's kind of crazy. I did not think it was Maya. When did I ever say it was Maya? I never said it was Maya. What are you talking about? What are you on? I'm saying it right now that that's not the case. I never did that. It was not them. This was her. This was Trucy and Apollo's mom. I'm being trolled and I understand that. It happens all the time, so I don't even feel that bad about it, really. No, it was not. It had nothing to do with the phase. It might be Maya, though. I'm not convinced that it's not Maya. It's not No, we're not even gonna go there. Cheers, by the way. I'm gonna take this drink right now. I know I have children, 2 of them. I'm so proud of my 2 children. This, too, I think, is thanks to you. Are you going to tell them? They do not know. They sure fucking don't. They don't know their mother. They don't even know their siblings. I will go to them when the time is right, until then don't worry, I'll take care of them for you. They're very important to me, too. A little annoying at times. Can't imagine, but still, I have to keep an eye on her at least, because I'm the only one who knows how she really feels on the inside. Your bracelet? Yes. I've seen a lot of mysterious things these past 7 years, but your bracelets were the strangest of all. Hand it over. I remember meeting him half a year ago now in Christoph Gavins' office. That's the mom, because she has the hair and also the swoopy on the top. Damn, I knew she was hot, but like, damn, she was Lami Roar hot? I didn't know. And then I met you. 2 fates destined to intertwine, and I was there when they crossed. I'll never forget that. Such a small thing, that bullet, yet it tore who I was away. You were shot in the brain? What? 10 years ago, during a simple rehearsal, yes, it was a miracle no one died, but I didn't survive that accident. I fucking hate the accident. I hate it. That is why I left the troupe, my family. Now my memory has returned. I am myself once more. For the first time, I am glad to be alive, Mr. Wright. Speaking of miracles, Vera Mysham regained consciousness this morning. I can only hope she's as glad as you are. It is a strange thing, fate. Sometimes a life is taken, sometimes a life is spared. You know what I've been thinking? People don't die that easily, really. Well, they do. Have you played the past 3 Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright games, maybe? As long as they've got something worth living for. And that's pretty much the end of my story. For now, anyway. We'll do more. I've still got a long way to go, and this power of mine, well, we'll figure it out. But there's hope now. We'd lost it somehow, but we found it again. That's why people are smiling again, hoping. Yeah, I think I keep this lawyer thing for a while. Oops, training time. Gotta go court, steal a justice. Here comes justice. Objection! Oh, that's the end. We did it. We beat... I'm glad you're staying with the agency, Apollo. I'm not. It's like I found my long-lost big little brother. Aw. Oh, and don't you worry about Troop Grammary. Trucy's on the case. Now that I have this, thanks to Daddy. Yeah, you can just, you can do extreme high-level, level 60 magic. You can just do it right now. I didn't even read a single line of that, but who cares? That's sweet. That's sweet. Planning, Takeshi Yamazaki, thank you. And also that, it's not every day you get a trial that rocks harder than this one. That's why it's over. The Gavineers are breaking up. Oh, damn. The news caused a run on tissues at supermarkets nationwide. What are you, COVID? You're the real star now. I look forward to our next jam session. Here we go. Alright, that was nice. Design art Kazuya Nuri. That guy's a genius. That whoever, concept design, 10 out of 10, you deserve a raise. I don't care how much you're being paid, you deserve more. I've been a piano player long, but now that everything's sorted, I've got time on my hands. Maybe I'll take some lessons, or maybe I'll take the bar exam again, maybe? I don't know. I mean, I could probably do it. This game has fantastic art design, from character design to backgrounds to all of the art in this game is it's really, really, really good. It's really good. I really appreciate that. What do you want, Emma? So I was standing around eating snack-hoos the other day, I believe it, when I got this crazy idea. What if they were golden? You could augment the crunch, or better yet, the power of science, although the preservations might not be 100% safe. I hope I don't fuck that girl. I say as Apollo Justice because I don't like that girl. I don't like her. I don't like Emma Skye, which is sad because I really liked her before. This is an unlikely event. You are wanting Russian feast? Come to the only thing colder than restaurant is borscht. But if greater challenge is... She is hot. We will admit it. Then come to the hideout. You know where to ask. What? Okay, goodbye. Farewell. Programming. That was fine. Yeah, it worked, didn't it? I think so. Takashi Nishamura. K something. This one? I forgot about her. So, Kitaki Parasites is getting back to the Eastern roots. Yo, boss, culture. I love this guy. This is how we write root, capiche? But we're still giving back to the people. Yo, boss, PR time. And this is how we write people, alright? Not that Walkie's paying any attention. Woo, kids. I love these two. I love those. I hope they have the best ending possible. They're so cool. Look at all these photos. Music, you killed it. Bizoy! Chinese characters on cake was a flop. Man, you want to make it today, you gotta keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that's why I made OG crack. I can't say that. For real. I know I don't look like no, I can't say that. You want me to call? I can't. I can't do it. Sorry. What do you want from me? No. Radical Capital, thank you for 100 bits. Friendly reminder that Ace Attorney 5 and 6 are on BlueStacks. We'll see. You ask me, there's only one food, and that's noodles. Noodles forever. I got a new one, too. See the time? I just put a big chunk of salt. Why pretend Eldoon's Noodles is about the salt? He's playing the song! That's a drink, by the way. He played the song, and I take a drink for that one. Hell yeah, I do. Fucking love that guy. I love Eldoon. I don't love this one, though. I do not. My exceptionally inquisitive nature has worn unequivocal evidence. You see, they used to call me Wesley Stinkler, but no longer. I have a new name, one that reflects my true academic nature. Wesley Sicko reporting. Yes, curiosity is a sickness, and I am the cure. He has literally gone sicko mode, and I appreciate that, sure. Still hate him, don't get me wrong. But like, yeah, no, I still do get me wrong because I do hate him still. He's a weirdo. She's so hot. God, the shoulders. Light has returned to my life, and with it joy. I may have lost years, but I have gained a treasure. 2 treasures, in fact. 2 of them. I will think of them when I write my next song. Okay, goodbye. We did, too. Brushel here, back on the beat with another interview. How do I feel about things? How things turned out? No scoop yet, but journalist confidence is in mint condition. End quote! He's in jail, and I hope he stays there forever, really. He does kind of deserve that, though, doesn't he? I think so. I've decided to keep painting, originals only, of course. I suppose I'll have to see a bit of the world outside to find, but I know there are good people out there now. I've met them, hee hee. What's the drawing? Aw, the door is open. The world is waiting, thank you. That's kind of sweet. Maybe, but also the magicians are evil, so I kind of hate them too. She said no more covers. Aw, that's cute. That's what my sham drew. It's me and Mr. Hat and my friend Trucy, my sister. Gabriel. It couldn't have been better time. Thank you for the tier 1 sub, Gabriel. And that's it. I did it. We're done. That's it. That's the entire video game. We did all of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. And it was really, really good, too. Really, really good. Let's not exaggerate. But I did like the final case a lot. Is it the best one from what I've played based on 1 through now 4? I don't know. What was the best case of all time? I'm not entirely sure, but I'm not sure if this one's going to hit S tier. I mean, I liked it. I liked 4 a lot, don't get me wrong. But there was also a lot of stupid shit that happened during it, so I'm not so sure. It was good. It was ending bad? What do you mean? I thought the ending was okay. Oh, the bad ending. Oh, I forgot that I literally saved the game before I did this, didn't I? Hang on. The matter? Why are you... I didn't do anything. Here we go. 14152435 in S tier. I'm analyzing that data. 14152435. Was 3.5 S tier? Geez, I don't know. I'm kind of second guessing myself. But thank you, Tyrak, for subscribing at tier 1. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's do the other ending. The verdict remains defendant Vera Mysham. Yeah. Let's get the other ending really quickly. How did I know? God, I'm smart at video games. Like, I know these things. You can't vote wrong. Please, wait. No. We have to vote wrong right now. That is correct. I looked into all of the things. We have to do it. The development of the case, I see. I think that's going to be the end of the stream for most people. If you watched it, thank you all very much for watching. It was very fun playing this video game before all of you. However, now I am going to go ahead and do the bad ending, which, like, obviously this is the bad ending, but I also have to use the restroom really quickly. So, I'll be right back, okay? Thank you all for your patience. And so a verdict was reached on October 9th, 2:14 p.m. I gotta use the restroom really fast. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. If you can't wait like a minute and a half and you have to click away because you have that hard of like, I can't wait that long. That's a minute and a half. That's so long. I get it. No, I do, truly. But also, bye. I'll see you all in a second. Goodbye. And so, a verdict was reached on October 9th, 2:14 p.m. The first verdict under the jurist system, a hung jury. The final verdict would have to wait for the following day. But the fate had different plans. That night, defendant Vera Mysham's condition, it did not get better. She died in her hospital bed. Holy shit. Her verdict was postponed for eternity. What? Well, that's no good. That was it? Sorry. People really said, no, you have to save the game. You have to do it. This is really important. You need to experience the bad ending, too. Wow, I sure am glad that I did that. Guys, you were totally right. I feel like I've gained so much more out of my Apollo Justice Ace Attorney experience by doing that very thing that so many people suggested. So thank you for doing that. This changes everything. I'm going to stop the stream right now. Guys, this is the last Ace Attorney Apollo Justice stream that I will ever do because I beat the game. So thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I'm surprised that so many people stuck with me through all of the trials and tribulations, not to be confused with the trials and tribulations, but you know what I'm talking about. If you're a true fan, I'm going to stop the stream right now. Thanks, guys. I'll see you all next time. I'm not sure what I do next time, but we'll do it next time. Thank you. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. I'll play 5 and 6 at some point. Calm down. Yes, I'm going to do it at some point. I'll probably even do the spin-offs with Dick and Edgeworth at some point too, but I'm not sure when that's going to be. So thank you. Like, legitimately, this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this game. I think a lot of the cases kind of sucked. But 4-4 was pretty good. I did enjoy 4-4 a lot. I thought it was pretty good, at least. So, that's got to mean something for something. A lot of the finales sucked, though. 1-4 finale wasn't great. 1-2 finale was terrible. I'm a doctor! I killed a person! I have to drag this person away. Oh, they're alive? Should I have maybe checked to see if they were alive? No? Haha. Okay, let's all just accept that that's not a thing that I did as a fucking doctor. And then 1-3 was kind of stupid too. But who cares? It was fun. I liked it. Goodbye, everybody. Farewell. Thank you. And goodbye. Goodbye. Farewell.